Hello, 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 and welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Purr. And David, I have these ribbons that I would love for you to try. It's a pink one, a blue one, a red one, and a white one. So if you have an outfit that is going to correlate with any of those, I will definitely let you have them. It's a pink one, a blue one, a red one, and a white one. So I really think, just in case if you have one, I have these cool ribbons for you. Pink one, blue one, red one, white one. So there you go. Oh, and then you can also get your cup mug too. It's a beautiful cup mug. It's gold, burgundy, and white. And
Oh
so
no.
if you should get your a cup mug, gold, burgundy, and white, you can have it. And we get it right down this at lanag.com. LanaG'sCreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And if you look to the right of the screen, there's a QR code. And if you scan it, it'll take you right to the shop. Get your merch. Take a cute picture when you get it. And then favorite my shop. That'd be great. Period. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Get your cup mug. Period. And thank you.
Well, I'm David Healy, and when wishing for a stroke of luck, there's winners and losers, but don't forget those who fell short.
Wait, wait, say it again so I can remember it.
When wishing for
Wishing
a stroke of luck,
luck
there are winners and
and
losers,
losers.
but don't forget those who fell short.
Sure. Okay, got it. Okay, I got it. All right, because
Good.
everybody's gonna believe us.
Yes.
Oh, what a week! What a week in reality television! What a week! And we are here to talk all about it. Welcome to Reality Roundup, everybody. I am Lana. This is David. We just introduced ourselves, but we're here talking about all the shows that happened this week on reality television. Our highlights of everything that we just enjoyed watching, and it was a lot to enjoy this week. I will say this was a good week of reality television, and we're going to talk about it. But before we do, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already, because we are trying to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year, and we are halfway there, and we're almost halfway through this year. So yay, help us out, keep the ball rolling. We're slowly but surely getting there, and we would love, love, love if you would help us out. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and share and do all the things to say you support us. Hit the like button, send us some comments. We would love to hear comments about everything. What was your highlights for the week? We would love to know about that. Subscribe to this channel and all of our channels across the Cup Network. All of those links will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast links, our Patreon, all of our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And you can follow David and myself on all of those, on these platforms as well. If you like, they on some of these platforms for some of us, because we're not on all of them. The Cup is. We might not be, but the Cup is. So go check us out on those platforms as well. Um, and yeah, do that. That'd be fun. We would love to have you. And cool. David, I said it several times already, but what a week in
What a
reality
week.
television.
Yep, we lost a couple shows. But
Mhm.
yeah, we had some interesting finales, some good shows, some crazy moments in some shows. So I'm
Mhm.
excited to talk.
We're gonna get right into it and talk all about these amazing shows. So let's just start where we always start, and that is with our singing and variety shows. Up first, of course, as always, is the American Idol. Because why would we not talk about American Idol? We're in our top seven, and by the end of the show, we're gonna be down to our top five. I'm like, y'all just
Well, that's
pushing us
right.
along. Y'all pushing us along like shoosh. And in 2 weeks, we'll be done with this show.
Yep,
Like, wow. Wow.
just two
But
episodes left.
yeah, it's crazy, it's wild, but we're gonna We're gonna talk about it. David and I promised you all something last week that we were going to give our rankings, and we're going to give our average rankings for this thing. And we had two songs for each person this week because we had Taylor Swift week and we had California songs with people who were from California. We love the tourism of California paying for a spot on American Idol. I love that for them. And look, tourists, commerce, do your thing. You advertise for your state. That's beautiful. Um, but David, what did we think? What did you think about Taylor Swift and California Songs Week?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of mixed for me. I definitely like one theme better than the
Mm-hmm.
other.
Mm-hmm.
Not surprised. Um, but I think our rankings are pretty interesting too because we agree a lot this week, Lana. We did our rankings separate for each category. What's funny is there's really only like three people that we kind of disagree a bit on. So I'm excited to get into it.
Okay. Well, let's start with what they started with, Taylor Swift Week.
Yes,
Um, Not
I'll
my
get
favorite
into.
thing, to be honest.
Yeah. Not my favorite. Yeah, this was the one that was kind of rough because I don't personally, I didn't love anybody. Like there were definitely people that were good, but nobody was near the best they've been.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I won't say that.
Well,
None of the
well.
people that I love did like matched their quality that they usually bring. But
Mm-hmm.
there are some people that surprised me pleasantly. So let's get into our seventh ranked person. And we actually agree on this one. We both had the same seventh placer. It was by far my least favorite performance of the whole night. It was Brooks
Brooks.
doing Love Story. I did like that he tried to make it into a piano ballad, but he was just kind of rushing for the whole song. And something
Mm-hmm.
about his tone didn't quite work on the song for me this week. Um, I think he just needs to play with the dynamics of his voice a bit more because you get like one level of his voice. He doesn't show like soft or power. It's just the same kind of tone
Mm-hmm.
all the time. And I want him to explore and find different things that he can do with his voice. Because when you just
Mm-hmm.
hear that same like way of singing consistently, it kind of gets monotonous and it really didn't work for me on this song. So yeah, my by far my least favorite of the night.
Yeah, I think that was my least favorite song of the entire night was his Taylor Swift song. I think it was just I agree. He didn't show much. He was rushing it. He was always. I think somebody said he was like a half a second above before the music, and it was just you could just tell it was very uncomfortable to watch, and it might have been uncomfortable for him to sing. I would like to see more. I know he has it, and
Mhm.
I think who was it? I think Nikki Glacier, the guest judge for the week. She said that it's enjoyable to see him on his journey since he's never sang before and this never
Right.
performed like this before, and to see him go through and and that journey is still a journey, even if it's the lower parts of the journey, it's still part of his journey. And we have seen him do better. We've seen him, you know, give us some a little bit more, but it's still just not fully there. I think Brooks in like 3 more years performing on stage, getting comfortable performing, and like I said, exploring who he is as an artist, exploring his voice and what his vocals can do. Man, I think a year or two, maybe three, Brooks is going to be somebody who would be like, oh, he is
Mhm.
completely different from when he was on American Idol. He's gonna be that person that will just soar if he continues to push himself. Now, if he stays in this stagnant run, he gonna be a forgotten soul from American Idol. We're not gonna remember who he is, and that's sad to say because his voice is too unique for us to forget about what Brooks did on this show. But if he doesn't take, because a lot of people, and this is true for all of these shows, even if you don't win, it's just the beginning of your career. This is not the end. This is the very beginning. So it's what you do with it that takes it to the next level. And so if he goes and he stays in it and he keeps grinding and keeps pushing and keep exploring and figuring out what his voice can do, man, he has the uniqueness to do something that's spectacular. And I believe that for him. But he just really
Mhm.
needs to push.
Yeah. We need Ray to push him too.
But Ray could do it too, because
She
I
could.
really believe with her vocal strength is his weaknesses, and her
Mhm.
weaknesses is his strengths, because he can give her that calmness that she doesn't have to the whole time, and
Right.
she can show him that sometimes you got to to get the crowd into it, and she could push him, he could push her. I think that's a vocally, like musically connected. They could be really good together.
Hmm. Okay, well, our number six ranked person for this category. It's funny because we also agree on this person, but it's because we both put them at number five.
Mhm.
But they still landed at number six overall for us. It's Hannah Harper doing
Mhm.
Mean.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I really like how she's styled. I think she looks
Yes.
so cute. Her hair, her dress, everything was adorable. Um, and I thought the song fits her well, but there's nothing challenging about it.
That's what
It's
I
cute.
said.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh, that's exactly what I said.
right. It's cutesy. It's inoffensive. I just wanted to see her take a risk, but overall, it was a solid performance. It just didn't leave me excited or anything. So that's why she was number five.
That's literally what I said. I was like, this is so predictable. This is her. This is it in her wheelhouse, and there's nothing exciting. Like I wish she would have went to the pop era. I think if she would have
Mhm.
went to the pop era and gave us a Hannah version of a pop song like "Shake It Off" or something like that or whatever, it would have been so
Wildest
much more.
Dreams, maybe.
Maybe just something different from her country bluegrass roots. Like it's like she just falls into the safe category for me, and that's why I put her at number five. And she would have been number six if my number six would have did just a half step better, because it was so
Well, I
predictable.
I apparently thought your number six did better, which is why they haven't come up yet, and they still haven't come up because our number five overall, you have ranked number three, and I have
Mhm.
ranked number six. It was Daniel
Oh,
Stallworth
absolutely
doing
not.
Fearless.
We- oh, absolutely
Yeah.
not. What is wrong with your ears?
Oh, well, okay. We'll hear it from you. We'll hear it from you.
Mhm.
I didn't think this sounded natural for him at all. I wish he had completely changed the arrangement instead of sticking with the country vibe. Vocally, it was good, but there was just something awkward about it. It didn't land for me. This is my least favorite performance he's had all season.
I don't think so. I think this was so far out of his genre. This is so far out of what he normally does. And I think if he would have taken it so far into his genre, then folks would have had a problem with it still. And I think he met it in the middle. He met it in the middle. He gave it still his buttery, soulful sound with the original origins that the song came from. And I feel like when you're doing a cover, it's cool. It's good to make the song at least recognizable. If he would have changed that song completely up and took it to the soul level of an R&B level, it would have been completely unrecognizable, and people would have been like,
Good.
That's not a cover. That's just turning your that's an original, and that's I don't know if that would have landed. I mean, it didn't land anyway apparently, but I think it I think he sounded really good. I loved it. I appreciate it for what it was, because this is a challenging thing for, first of all, a male artist singing a female artist song. Secondly, a soul singer, an R&B singer singing a country song. It's like, oof, that's interesting. Um, I think he did the best he could with it. I don't think this was his best performance, but I definitely don't think he would have been he was not lower than any of the other people in my
Mm,
eyes.
Jordan sabotaged him.
I don't think he did. I don't think he did. I don't think he
Yeah.
did.
It didn't work for me, but we'll see if he can redeem himself in the second round. But we're back to agreeing for our number four. We both ranked the same person at number four, and that was Braden doing
Mhm.
Cardigan by Taylor Swift.
Mhm.
Um,
I thought this was his
once
best
again,
performance yet.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. I felt this was closer to the style that he should be doing. Like he's
Yes.
somebody that I keep like saying, find your lane. And this feels like something I could hear him doing,
Hmm.
like recording a version of this. Um, I just think he needs to calm down the vibrato a little bit. It's a little bit like it's a little bit too much for me.
Hmm.
So and then I think he was slightly flat on the chorus, but for him, I don't think it was that bad of a week. And I do like how he built the song. And near the end, he was like taking it to places that Taylor wouldn't. So
Yes.
overall, it was a stronger week for him.
I thought this was his best week with this song. I thought this was his
Yes.
best performance. I thought he kept it close to the original, but then at the end he switched it up and did more Braden, and I appreciated that. I thought this where I felt he felt sounded the most natural. I was like, he sounds so naturally like this is where he sings. This is what he does, and I could
Mhm.
see this being a record from Braden. And every other week I'm like, who is Braden? What is his style? What is his voice? What does he sound like? If I bought a Braden record, what would it be? This felt like what a Braden record would be. And so I really appreciated it. I thought it was really one of his best performances for sure.
Okay. Well, let's move on to our number three overall. So this is the person we disagreed with the most for the night because you had this person ranked number six. I
Mhm.
had them ranked number one for this category.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
I
Absolutely
I
not.
couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it either. But it is Chris Tongseth doing "Exile" by Taylor Swift. So part of it might be that my expectations for him are very low. But I thought this was hands down his best performance of the season. He picked a song I had never heard. This was the only song I didn't know out of the Taylor Swift songs. But I could absolutely hear him recording an album and having a song just like this on his album. It feels perfectly in his wheelhouse. And there were some notes that really impressed me. Like there was a spot where he did this run and went for like a high note, and I was like, "Wow, you're actually doing it. You're not flat throughout the whole song like you usually are." Um, I think the only issue was like he slightly ran out of steam by the very end. But other than that, like I was thoroughly impressed by his performance this week.
I thought he did good. I do. I
Mhm.
think he did good. This was one of his better performances. I would agree with that. Number one is wild to me.
It
Just can't. I couldn't do
was
it.
wild for me too. I
I
even
couldn't.
texted you and I said my rankings are wild this week.
Yeah, that's so wild. I could not see that, but I think he did. Like I said, I do think he did a good job. I do. I agree with that. I think this song was very emotionally attached to him, and what he did with it was good. He did lose steam at the end. He did kind of just run out of whatever he was running on for the first part of it. But I just felt like other people did better. He did good for Chris. Everybody else did good for them, and they're always better than him. That's just the thing for me. Everybody is always better than him, and his good is everybody's. They would have to be so bad for Chris to be so good, and nobody was so bad. Like everybody did decent, and he did good.
Yeah. I mean, so I actually gave scores for everybody, and like most of them I had like scored out of 100, like 1 point apart from each other. So it was pretty close. He topped a few of my favorites, but not by a lot.
Mm, okay.
But should we get into our number two?
Yes, please. I think we agreed
Okay.
on this one, huh?
Yeah. Well, as much as we can, because
Yes.
it was number two for you, number three for me, and that was Keela Richardson doing "Lover." Um, This is one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs. I really
Mhm,
like this one. There's not like a ton of Taylor Swift songs that I love, but this is a good
mhm,
one.
mhm.
Um, I just when I was listening to her sing, I was like, why does she sound 30 years older than she is? Not like not tonally or anything, just stylistically, the way she sings sometimes does not feel fresh at all. And especially on this one, it felt like she was like 50 or 60 singing this song. and I wish she could have found a way to keep it a bit more fresh. Um, but vocally, I mean, she's strong. Like she's clearly one of the best people in the competition. I do think this was one of the strongest of the night, obviously, but for her, she's done better, and she will do much better in the second round.
I think Keela, she could sing anything, and I well, you said she sounds older. I think she sounds the same every week. Like
Mhm.
every week, she has that tone. She always sounds mature to me. She always sounds like a 30, 40-year-old woman, but in the best way possible. Not,
I think I think the thing for me though is sometimes it works with the song better. Like
mm,
this song shouldn't sound like a 50-year-old woman singing it. But if she's singing like an old classic, it can
but
work.
Taylor Swift is, and that's the problem with this theme. All of her songs sound like a 12-year-old should be singing it.
Right.
Like every
Right.
song Taylor Swift sings sounds like a 12-year-old should sing it. So if you have a mature voice singing it, it sounds weird, and it's just like,
Yeah.
and that's just, look, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. Swifties, I'm sorry if you're mad at me. You just got to be mad at me. But I'm just not. She not my judge, and that's okay. It is a couple of songs from Taylor Swift. I'm like, okay, I like that. Like Indifferent, I love that song. Please, I love that song. I appreciate that song. But there's not a whole lot of Taylor Swift songs that I'm just like clamoring for. So therefore, this category or this theme doesn't do it for me. But I think Hila took this song, and yeah, she did sound older and mature, but that's just that's her voice. She can't change the way the maturity in her voice because she is a grown woman. That's a grown woman right there. She's like, I'm grown. I'm not gonna sound like a
She's in
12
her
year old.
20s though.
But she's still grown. She done lived life. She done had life experience going on. She got a kid who she done went through some things in her life. She got life experience in that voice. So she can't sound like a 16-year-old. She can't do it. She ain't got that in her no more. Her innocence is stripped. And that's one thing about women. When our innocence is stripped, baby, it is stripped. It's gone for good. We can't go back. We can't go back. And so yeah, I did think I still liked it. I still liked it. I think this was very much Keela, how we've seen Keela the entire time, and I appreciated it for what it was.
Okay. Well, no surprise, our number one overall. You had ranked number one. I had ranked number two. It was Jordan McCullough doing Tim McGraw. Um, so I was a little surprised that he chose a country era Taylor. Wouldn't have been my personal preference for him, but I'm just not a big country fan. It's funny. I think he went first, and I was like,
Hmm.
oh, he's not going to be very high in my rankings because for me, this was probably my least favorite performance he's done so far. The
Hmm.
thing is, with him, his worst is still better than
Better
most
than
people's
so
best.
many people. Hmm.
Yeah, because vocally it was still there. It just didn't interest me as much as I hoped it would. Um, it really did come to song choice. I don't know why he was stuck on country stuff, even suggesting a country song to Daniel. I thought it was a little bit forgettable, but I just can't fault the vocals at all. His vocals are unmatched in this competition.
I didn't mind the song. I thought it was interesting. I always appreciate people stepping into something that they just would not normally do. And so I always give appreciation to that. That's something I'm like, yeah, he's not a country singer, but he chose a country song and he tried to make it Jordan. And I appreciate the vocals that he did with it. I appreciate it. Was it his best performance? Oh, absolutely, by far not. He's had some amazing performances, but and he had another one tonight. But he just, I like you said, his worst is better than so many people. And for me, this was not his best, but it was better than everybody else to me. It was just better than everybody else to me. I still enjoyed it. And Jordan just, he can't do no wrong in my eyes. I haven't seen him do a misstep yet in my eyes. So vocal wise, song choices, maybe. Vocal wise, never. Never.
Yeah. I did think it was interesting that so many people did her country songs.
Hmm.
Because I think four of them did songs from her country era. Two of them did songs from her like folklore, like
Fearless.
folk
Oh,
songs
yeah.
era. So I think Gila's the only one that picked like an actual pop song that she did.
Hmm.
So interesting.
Interesting
I
choice.
wonder if those ones were more expensive or something. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. Who
Yeah.
knows? But
Shall we move on to our rankings for the next
we do move
category?
on for California songs because this is
Hmm.
where it got good, folks. I'm just gonna be honest. This
Yeah.
is where the second half of this show is where I was like, okay, I'm in. I'm in. I'm in.
Yep. And what's funny, I'll go ahead and tell you this much. If you shift one person in our rankings, we would have identical rankings.
Oh wow.
So there's just one person that one of us had quite a bit higher than the other. And
Okay.
we're about to find out who, because our number seven overall is somebody I ranked at number seven and you ranked at number six. So that should
Mm.
tell you the person that we disagreed on.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Hannah Harper
Uh-huh.
with That's the Way Love Goes by Merle Haggard. Um, I think she has the perfect old school country runs.
Mm-hmm.
So when she sings songs like this, it fits so well in her wheelhouse. But there are moments with the song that she started to struggle with her pitch a bit. Um, and I thought the song like it's a good song, but it has such a limited range, so it couldn't really like capture a lot of her vocal ability. Um, she had one moment near the end where she went higher with it, but overall, I was just kind of bored. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
nice, but boring.
Yeah. I was bored with Hannah too. I literally said that at the end of the song. I was like, bored. Um, I, j- I I got excited for a second because when she said, "I'm singing That's the Way Love Goes," and I was like, Janet Jackson, and she said Merle Haggard. I was like, oh, okay, well, all right. Um, I don't know. She just played it too safe. It was too boring, and it was just like, Hannah, we know you can sing that. We know that. This is what we know you for. What else can you do? And I feel like she always gives us that same thing. The only time we didn't get that was when she did Almost There on Disney Night. And it was
Uh,
like, okay, because she was forced, they didn't have a song she could sing for Disney Night with that country in it, apparently. And she chose that. So I was just like, I want more of unexpected Hannah. And we just haven't been getting it. So yeah, I've struggled. This was the struggle between her and my number seven and my number six. Like I went back and
okay.
forth with these two because either or for me, I was like, oof, oof. But yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, our number six overall was somebody I ranked in number six. You had number five, and that was Braden doing This
Mhm.
Love by
Mhm.
Maroon 5. So Adam Levine has such a specific tone to his voice, but I actually thought Braden's tone of his voice worked well on this
Mhm.
song.
Mhm.
Um, I just wish he had added more twists to it instead of just doing it straight up like a karaoke version of the Maroon 5 song.
Mhm.
Um, he did make a few melodic choices, but not enough.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know. I do appreciate him finding a genre that fits his voice better. Like he really has, like the past few weeks, kind of let go of the need to constantly sing soul songs. So I appreciate that, and it was good overall. But there's just better people for me.
It is better people, but I think he did a really decent job with this song. I love that we got Maroon 5 twice tonight. And that night. I think he did a good job. I liked his performance more than I liked his vocals, but I think his vocals were okay. He did. I think this is his lane. I think he's finding his lane, and I think pop rock is where he could thrive in if he learns how to control the vibrato, he has everything else. He has the look about him. The little girls will go crazy when he just give them the eyes. He can do all of that. He can be a leader of a band if he wanted to, like
Hmm.
Adam Levine. He just needs to find what suits him. Because even Adam has a little bit of soul in his voice, so you can do that. Braden can do that. I just want him to get comfortable in that because he has everything else. But yeah, it was one of the better ones for him for me. But yeah.
Fair. Well, our number five overall, this is, I guess, our second biggest disagreement of the night. Somebody you had ranked seventh, but I had them ranked number three. And it was
Mm,
Brooks doing She Will Be Loved. First of all, he's already using the L word with Ray. That,
yeah.
that was kind of surprising. But
I'm like, wow.
um, I thought this was a great song choice for him. I thought it highlighted his unique tone,
Hmm.
and I liked that he did a stripped back version of it. He did like a very acoustic version, and that's where he always shines when he's doing those kind of stripped back, mostly guitar performances. He hits a lot of those high notes with such ease. I thought he really needed this, especially after that first performance. I thought this might have been enough to save him.
Mm. I liked it. I did. I really did like his version of this song. I just still felt the wall in the
Mhm.
performance, and I hate
Yes.
feeling the wall when somebody's performing. And he's talking about he's in love, and the love is there, and Ray is love, and he's love with Ray. And they, first of all, second, let me tell you something. American Idol. He is not the first person to get a girlfriend. Stop acting like he's the first person to get a girlfriend. Like, oh, why'd you pick that song? Ooh. Like, cause he in love. Just okay. So what? And move. Um, but I need him to sing like he in love. I needed him to sing like Ray was sitting right there on that stage next to him. And if he was really truly in love, like sing that. I wanted to feel that love. And I felt the wall instead of the love. He needs to break through that wall that he has so built up around him that the audience can't get into the performance. But his vocals sounded amazing. He sounded great. And I vocally, he has broken the wall. Performance wise, I need him to break the wall. And that's the only thing because I feel like I want to get in there with Brooke. I want to be there like, ooh, I'm in it. But every time I get there, I'm like, dang it, Brooke, I can't get no further than this. You won't let me on the stage with you, and I want to be there. And it has to come through the screen, and it did. It just didn't. That's why he was my number seven. It wasn't the vocals because the
Right.
vocals he was there. He had it. I want to feel the love that he says he's in.
Okay. Well, our number four overall is somebody you ranked number four. I had number five, and that was Chris Tungseth doing What I Was Made For by Billie Eilish. I thought it was interesting to sing a song that's basically a new anthem for women.
Yes.
So that was very interesting. I thought it was risky to do. I don't think it fully paid off. His voice was better than usual on the song, but it just wasn't quite where it needed to be. Um, yeah, it felt like it ended before it could fully build to like I wanted it to go somewhere that it never went. But overall, I do think this was another one of his best performances of the competition so far. I think he really brought his A game this week, so I can kind of understand the results.
I felt this. I felt the complete opposite. I felt he did come through with his, the song got to where he wanted it to go.
Okay.
I felt like he got where he needed to go with this song, and yeah, it was a risk. Singing number one, the song is very popular right now, and all over TikTok, all over the like you said, an anthem for women's power. And it's like we that's become, and for a guy to come in and sing it, it's like, bruh,
Appropriate it.
appropriation, no, no, like women can't have nothing with y'all, no. But it's an emotional song, regardless of who the anthem became the anthem for. Billy, I'm sure Billie Eilish didn't say this is just for women, or maybe she did. I don't know. Um, I felt the emotion with him in this song. The wall that Brooke was holding up, Chris completely shattered. I felt it. I was in it. And I was like, this is the first time I felt connected to Chris and what he was singing about and what he was actually doing. It was like, okay. And it was something, I don't know, because like Chris has been doing this whole like look in the camera, the eyes, the sultry eyes, and this thing. He's been doing that all season. And so that was like, okay, okay, I've seen that. This song, this moment, this time, whatever he was thinking about, and apparently it was something very personal because Ryan was like, I know what you were probably thinking about, and yeah, you got this. So I'm like, whatever he tapped into, I felt that. That's why he got such a high ranking for me because I was like, I felt you. For the first time, I felt Chris. And so I was like, I took that, and his vocals were good. His vocals were good. And it was, he just tapped into something different. And so I was like, okay, I get it, Chris. I get it. This is the first time I felt you. I still feel like it's a little too late for me to be like I'm gonna jump on board as a
Okay.
want him to win. But for the first time, I will give him his props and give him his flowers and say I felt this performance from Chris, and I appreciated it. I respect it. Truly, truly respect it.
Okay. Well, let's move on to our number three. It was the person you had ranked number three. I had ranked number four. That's Daniel Stallworth doing Best Part by Daniel Caesar and Her. I thought this was a much better song choice than the first one
Mhm.
we got. It felt modern, but it still kept kind of that gospel vibe that he brings to a lot of his performances. Um, I was just hoping it was strong enough to stick in the audience's mind because I've always had that fear that people are going to forget about Daniel. Um, and I thought it was interesting that he was experimenting with his falsetto at the end. I
Mhm.
I don't think it was perfect, but it was a very
I
strong
think he
attempt there.
hated
Oh, did you? Okay. I mean, I thought it was like an 8 out of 10. So I guess I thought he ate it as well,
he ate.
very literally.
He ate. No, he did. I loved it. I thought the Risk was singing this song. I was like, "Oh, you doing her? That's interesting." But I love what he did with it, and I love that he started off showing us his musicality and how much of an artist he is. He played it, and he started out on the keys, and I was like, "Okay, period, Daniel. I forgot you could play. Like I forgot he could do that." And so it was nice to see him doing that, and then let it go and get up and perform. One thing about Daniel Stallworth, he is going to perform a song. You might not like the song, but he is going to perform it every single time. And there is never, I don't know if they said it about him or with somebody else. I think Nicolette said, I feel safe with you with somebody. Daniel is that person for me. I feel safe with him. I know he's going to give me a performance every single time, regardless of the song. He is going to put so much energy and so much behind it. I feel safe with him on stage. That performance, I could see him performing that at any like club event. Like put him on stage with a band and at the club and him just singing, I'm a dummy when it's big in the morning. I could just see that. Put it the desk, the I can't the name what they do, the table, the desk
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I
when
forget what
they
it's
in
called.
the, yeah, when they're in the little room and it's just a, yeah. I can't remember what the name is called. I'm so stupid. I watched so many of them. Um, it's gonna haunt me the whole time. I'm gonna have to find out to figure it out. But I could see him performing there and just doing that in those small spaces, and then yet turn around and do it on a big stage. Like him, that felt like a tribute to her at the Grammys. You know how when people
Tiny
do
desk,
those, huh?
tiny desk concerts.
Tiny desk concert. Yes, that's what it is. But that felt like when you have artists doing tributes to other artists at the Grammys and they
Yeah,
on the little circular stage or whatever. That's what that felt like to me. Like he was like, I'm gonna do this tribute to her. She about to get the Lifetime Achievement Award or the MTV Awards or whatever. And we go, it just felt that way. So I loved it. I thought it was so fun. It was so good. Daniel always does it. And Carrie took the words out of my mouth. Like she was talking and she was like, your voice is like, I was like, butter. And she said, butter on toast. I was like, period, Carrie. Because that is exactly what it sounds like to me.
twins.
Twin,
Twins.
not me and Carrie. No, but yes, we did think alike in that moment because I was like, his voice is like butter. Period. It's so smooth. It's so creamy. It's so rich. It's so delectable. Like I can listen to him. I can give me a record from him. I could listen to him.
Oh yeah, me too. Um, but let's get into our top two, starting with our number two. I will say, for me, the two performances we have left to talk about were by far my favorite of the night.
By far, by
It
far.
wasn't even close.
No,
But number two, overall, we have both agreed it was Keela Richardson doing I'd Rather Go Blind. Um, I couldn't believe this is the first time she's listened to Etta James.
yeah,
Like, where have you been, girl?
youngins, youngins, children,
I know, I know. See, that should
children.
remind you how young she is.
You're right. It's like children. Oh, you are
Right,
young, aren't you, Keela? Oh, you don't know Etta James. But
right.
it's
And this, yeah, she picked one of her best songs. I mean, At
yeah.
Last is my
At
personal
last,
favorite.
probably personal. Yes.
Yeah, but this was such a good song choice. It felt like she took her time.
Time travel.
Like she took her time, like
Yes.
building, which I really liked.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, she because when she started, I was like, when are you gonna give me like the energy that I expect from the song? And I was afraid that she wasn't going to do it, but it certainly picked up at the end. Um, yeah, that's how you build. She had a huge climax at the end, and I thought it was one of her best performances. This might be my favorite performance she's done since the Ohana round. I
Mm.
yeah, I think everybody else needs to take note of how to build a song like she did with this one. So good.
I I could not disagree with you at all because this was so good. I think oh, she just. I felt like she time traveled back into Etta James time and took this song and just sang it. Just sang it. Just it was
Mhm.
the build was amazing. It was a masterclass of building a song. She was so perfect and she looked beautiful. And just everything
Yes.
about this performance, everything from top to bottom, from her look to the sound to the performance to the stage, everything was she sounded amazing. I was like, this is one of my favorites from Keela. I said, oh, yes, sir. My top two is these top two. And if they, like, I just feel like they have to be at this point for me, or I don't know if I'll be satisfied because, man, this was such a good week for her. This song was such a good song for her. I'm glad she was introduced to Etta James because I need more sound. I need her to sound a little bit, get more Etta in her sound too, and in her life for Ispo. Like, uh, I need her to listen to some Nina Simone. I need her to
Yes.
listen to some more Aretha. I need her to get some of these divas from the past and let
Some
them
Ella
inspire
Fitzgerald,
some Ella. Oh my God, some Billie Holiday in
Billie
her.
Holiday.
Oh,
Yep.
just give her that inspiration and take it and Keelize it. Like Keelize it. Just take it
Yep.
and ooh, it will be so sickening. But this girl's bad. She's bad. She's bad.
But you know who's worse? Our number
Oh,
one. Our
oh,
number one was Jordan
by
McCullough doing "I Can't Make You Love Me" by Bonnie Raitt. I feel like you have things to say already, Lana.
I have so much. Please, can I go first?
Yes, please do.
I love this song. I love this song so much. And we've heard this song on American Idol a few times. My favorite person doing this on American Idol was Kimberly Locke. When Kimberly
Yes.
Locke did this, I absolutely fell in love with this song. It was like open my eyes because I never heard Bonnie Raitt's song do it until Kimberly
Mm.
Locke did it. That was the first
Oh,
time I
really?
heard that song. And so hearing Kimberly Locke do it, I was like, oh, this song is beautiful. And then I went back and heard Bonnie Raitt do it. And I was like, oh, this is so good. Like the original is so dope. And Kimberly did it. It was so dope. And so then I've been hearing so many versions of this song throughout the years. And all of the versions. I love it. I love every version of people doing Can't Make You Love Me. I think Tank even did it recently of I Can't Make, and I absolutely love hearing Tank do it. So I'm like, oh, this song is so great. I love hearing it. The first note out of Jordan's mouth was like the heavens opened up. And he, throughout this song, just kept opening and opening and opening the heavens. Just keep. It was the most. And this song ain't even that, but it was the most anointed song I have heard, including the faith work week that they had. When I
Mhm.
tell you, I was in tears watching this. I was boo. I was like, oh, it made me feel something. And the way he just broke it down in that second half of the song and let the background sing the verse and he just did his ad libs on, oh, it was, this was pure perfect. This was the moment. This was a moment. I was like, Jordan, 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 you have, I love this song. And this is my, by far has topped any version of the song I've ever heard. This is going to be my favorite. It will be going on a playlist. Like, I'm putting it on there as, like, it's going. I absolutely love this version of the song. There is nothing I want him to change ever. I need him to record this as his own, record it to it, and it's just, oh, this was pure perfection. No notes, just pure. And then to find out, I was watching this man's live. He did a TikTok live the other day, and somebody was like, will you sing?" Like they're asking him for songs to sing, and he was like, "Would you sing Donny Hathaway?" And he said, "Not now, but you all will be surprised, be excited soon."
Oh my
And
gosh.
I said, "Oh, we're getting Donny Hathaway soon."
Oh my
I
gosh.
cannot.
He's I know exactly what's going to happen now that you say that, because we'll get into it on the news, but I know who's coming next week. And my fave from season 5 sang a song for you.
We gonna be getting Donny. We gonna
Am
be
I going to
getting.
get my fave from season 5 and my fave from
Are we
season
getting
24
Paris
doing
and
it?
Jordan?
No,
Are we
this was
getting?
Elliot.
Oh,
It's
it was
Elliot.
Elliot. Oh, Elliot
Yes.
did do that. Are we getting Elliot? Oh,
Oh my gosh. I'm going to be
oh,
in euphoria.
oh my God. I can't. I can't. Because I do remember hearing Elliot sing that, and he ate that song. Oh, oh. My, okay. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. Just, oh, Jordan, no notes. Just pure perfection. Oh.
No notes. Yeah, I completely agree with you. I put instantly great when I was taking my notes, especially like, so he gets the verse out, which is beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
but there's something about like that jump because the chorus jumps quite a bit, like
Mm-hmm.
maybe almost an octave. But when he those notes, I can't like when he did that so much higher, like my body just erupted in chills because he just like he hits those notes so seamlessly, like there's no effort involved, um and it's incredible. And then his falsetto was so on point. This is why I'm like a little critical of Daniel, because when I hear Jordan do his falsetto, and it's a 10, it is a 10. um and he also was able to take it to church at
Mm-hmm.
some point, and that's where you get the anointing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, I totally agree with that. It was just smooth and effortless, and I wrote down give him the win. Like
Give him the
this is his
win.
competition.
It had,
He's running away.
I was, I felt like his dad when they showed his dad at the end, and he was just sitting there with tears. I said, "Daddy, you better take this in because your son is eating. Take this in and enjoy this moment because oh, this is about to be the beginning of something special." For Jordan, if they do it right, whoever signs him, if they do this right, this man can jump on all the tracks. He can jump on
Yeah.
all the billboards. He can go from pop, pop R and B to gospel and Christian. He can win Dove Awards on top of MTV Awards. He can win Grammy Awards on top of Stellar Awards. This man can do it because he has the best of both worlds in him. Oh, this was inspirational. This was when you said chills, it literally I felt like I was levitating listening to him. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, so good.
If you're a Jordan hater that stumbled across this video, I'm so sorry for you. You found the
Keep
wrong channel.
oh, you found it wrong. Keep scrolling because there is no hate here for Jordan. I don't have hate for anybody left, but there is not an ounce of hate for Jordan at all. 10, 10, 10s across the board for this song. But
We
yeah,
got our results.
yeah, we do. And they took out Brooks and Daniel. And I understood Brooks this week. And as much as I hate it, I understood it. I didn't understand Daniel. Be so for real. I didn't understand Daniel. Um, I think Chris had a really good week, so I can understand why he didn't go home this week. But Braden and Hannah sitting right there.
I know. They've got something about them that the audience really likes, and I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know.
Lost the plot, American Idol voters. Y'all lost the plot. Because this is about voice, vocals, talent, performance.
Yep.
And you got it half right.
This isn't right.
No, this isn't right at all. This isn't right at all. Brooks, I understand. Because performance-wise, he is just not there yet. And by this point in the competition, he should be there. It's okay. All right. But y'all make y'all decision. Y'all decide. Y'all voted.
They were my bottom two of the first round, but neither of them were my bottom two of the second round.
They were not my bottom two. Well, Brooks was, but Daniel was never close to my bottom two at all. But what can you do? What can you do? Child, it is what it is. I don't know. I don't know what to say. American Idol. We're down to our top 5 now, so next week we do have some things happening. So, and we'll talk about it in the news. But yeah,
we'll talk about it in the news.
But now let's go from American Idol to American Gladiators.
Drop the idol, add the gladiator.
Add the gladiator. We put down the mic and we pick up the joust sticks.
What do they have a specific name for the joust sticks? I forget what it is.
Oh, I can't remember. I don't remember what they call them. But
it's almost as if we watched 10 episodes of this and it didn't stick.
we did kind of watch it, but I don't remember what they called the sticks. I just know they're sticks. But American Gladiators.
Yeah.
We got so we're down to our semifinals. We're down to the semifinal rounds, and it's we're wrapping it up, and we have Ayana and Janelle versus Tavares and Evan.
Mm-hmm. Who were you rooting for out of these?
I was rooting for Ayana and Tavares because I root for everybody black. Team Blue, for sure, because I root for everybody black. But I did like Evan.
Me too.
So I'm not. Me too. I do like him as well. Not that interested in Janelle as much, but Evan, I did like him.
That's kind of what I was figuring out. Like as I was going through all the different pairings, I'm like, oh, I actually like every guy that's in the competition. Mm-hmm. Like there was no guy that I was rooting against. But with the women, I was rooting for probably most of them. But there's a couple of them that I'm like, you're just a little boring.
Yeah.
Only rooting against you because you're boring. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we started off with the Edge. That was the first competition. We saw Evan versus Ace. And Evan was very fast in that to start. But then he finally got pushed off the Edge by Ace, and he got 8 points overall. So he did really good to start.
Mm-hmm.
Then we saw Tavares versus Eagle. Tavares was also very quick, especially because he's the oldest person in the competition. But Eagle ended up tossing him through one of the gaps. So he only got 4 points in that first round. Then we saw Ayana versus Hurricane. Very slow start for Ayana. I'm not sure what she was doing. She finally makes a move, but Hurricane just tackles her and they both go over the edge. So she got 0 points. Then we saw Janelle versus Empire. She kept trying to fake out Empire, but eventually got tackled off. She did get 2 points though. So, yep. I think this is one of my favorite competitions.
The edge. I like the
especially
edge.
when they do well, because I keep going back to Charisma in this challenge.
Yeah.
And how like amazing she was just flying through.
She ate that up.
Then we see the wall, and we find out they only get a 5-second head start now. So the first up was the men, and Tavares was climbing up the wall, trying to avoid the bull. Evan was trying to avoid Fang. 0 points for both men, though.
Yeah, Fang and Bull was on them.
Yeah, the Gladiators pulled them both down. Evan got a little bit higher than Tavares, but they didn't stand a chance. But we saw the women go next. So it was Iona being chased by Supernova and Janelle by Crush. Poor Janelle. She just fell down on her own. She didn't need to be pulled down or anything, so Crush didn't have to do any work. But Iona kept escaping from Supernova. Like there were some close calls, but Iona got up there. So it was 0 points for Janelle and 10 points for Iona. The only person who got any points this round.
Yeah.
So good for her.
I love. Well, we're getting introduced to new gladiators even in the
I didn't
semifinals.
expect that.
Me either. I was like, oh, so Supernova is new and Fang was new. So it was like, okay, so we get 2 new gladiators in Supernova and Fang. And Fang showed why he was there, and Supernova, you got some work to do.
Do you know her?
No.
Okay. Because I know she's a wrestler. But she seems like such a sweetie.
She's like a sweet girl.
Like a lot of them smack talk, but she's like, oh no, they're so great. I'm like, you're such a sweetheart.
She got to get in the gladiator mode and start talking to trash. Well, she was just like, oh, they say sweet. She's a good girl. I love her. Thank you. I lost to you. You're wonderful, though.
Right. Then we got the joust round. So first up was Evan versus Eagle. What happened here, Lana? What happened?
What happened is the Eagle ate him up. Eagle said the referee said gladiators ready, contenders ready, whistle, bam, Evan was done. Like it wasn't even 2 seconds. I was like, God dang, Eagle. Like Eagle ate him up. That was the funniest thing that happened. I was like,
yeah, it was funny. He stood 0 chance here.
None whatsoever. I was like, he rocked. He got rocked. But
But we saw Tavares versus Mayhem. It was a little bit more of a fight because Tavares got several hits in, but eventually he also fell off. So both men in this round with 0 points. Then we see the women. It's Janelle versus Blaze. So Janelle was taking lots of hits, but she stayed on throughout all of the hits. So she was able to end up with 5 points. And then we saw Iona versus Supernova. Iona gets lots of headshots in. So she was doing well, but then Supernova was eventually disqualified for stepping on her platform. So you're right, Supernova was not.
She didn't have the best day.
So Iona gets 10 points. So then we get to the eliminator, and first up was the women. Iona has a 6.5 second lead over Janelle. So we saw Iona get through the course very fast, much faster than Janelle, and sure enough, she moved on.
Period. She's in the finals, and I was like, yes.
Yes, I was very happy.
I was
We
very
love
happy.
the
That's what I wanted. Elba, Alabama. Period. Come through.
hmm Then for the men, Evan has a 2 second lead over Tavares. It was a very close battle between the two. But really, what happened was Tavares, he got to that travelator first, but he fell. So Evan
He
moved
did a
on.
whole flip.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did.
so bad.
Yeah, I was sad for him, but happy for Evan because Evan's also really likable, I think.
Absolutely. I enjoy
Mhm.
Evan, and I was like either one of these. I would have been very happy for Evan or Tavares because both of them just
Right.
did really well. So,
But
but
not
I'm not.
Janelle.
No, not Janelle. I'm sorry. Do it for me. But we move on to Michelle and Bailey. Now, if you don't remember, Michelle only got through because her competitor stepped off of the side, used her elbow on the side to get up, and that got disqualified. So she was here to prove that she does deserve to be here. Um, and going against Bailey, who has just been strong throughout this entire competition. So I was like, woof, interesting. And then we had Ben, who was our stunt guy, who is a Gemini. He's like, I play a bad guy, but I'm a good guy. So it's my two double Gemini twin thing. But and then Michael, who was our party boy from Las Vegas, who we just loved, and we found out he's in a polyamorous relationship with him and his girlfriend and her girlfriend. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever works for you. Do you, boo? And this one was I knew this was going to be exciting. Ben and Michael both have pretty much ate this competition up the entire time. So I knew this one was going to be good between these two. Um, Personally, who I wanted to see win was Michelle and Ben because I just really enjoyed them. But who I thought would win is Bailey and Ben.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I also I bolded Ben and Michelle because they were the ones I was rooting for as well. I still really like Michael though.
I do like
Um,
Michael too.
so, so I was rooting for him. Bailey's another person that I just barely remember her. And it's only been 2 weeks since we
Hmm.
saw her.
Hmm.
So yeah, she's the only person in this group that I was actively like, oh, I hope you don't move on. But we start off with the gauntlet. Um, Ben's up first. He
They
makes it through the
changed the
gauntlet.
gauntlet. They changed the
Yeah.
gauntlet, which I thought was oh, because they haven't done that before. When I was like, oh, so instead of just going through the gauntlet like normal, at the end, there's the impact zone. I was like, what is the impact zone? And so now you have to face off with a gladiator in like a wrestling, amateur wrestling style. And you just have to get any part of their body into the red circle of, outside in that red circle, and you have whatever time left of you getting through the gauntlet, you have that remaining time to try to get them out. I thought this was a great addition to it. I thought this was so fun and interesting to add to it.
Yeah, I agree. I liked that they switched up a few of the games just because like it can get repetitive seeing them all over again. So I did like this new element. But yes, Ben was able to get through the gauntlet. This okay, I can make this very simple. Ben gets through the gauntlet. He can't get Fang out, or he can't get Fang out.
Bang.
Michael gets through the gauntlet, cannot get Fang out.
Mm-mm.
Bailey gets through the gauntlet. She can't get
Cannot get her
Hurricane.
hurricane out. Mm-mm.
Michelle gets through the gauntlet. Can't
Cannot.
get Hurricane out. So this was a wash. Everybody got 10 points.
Yeah, well, it was pretty much it. It was just like everybody go get through because they all got through their gauntlet on their respective episodes before. So they gotten through the gauntlet before. They just can't get the impact of it, which Fang was like, absolutely not. And I was like, okay, I'm here for
It
it.
would have been nice to see one
Well, it
do
would
it.
have been nice to see one person get through, but
Was anybody even close?
no, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, well, we move on to our second competition. It is Hang Tough.
Mhm.
So first was Bailey versus Crush. Um, Crush does her thing where she likes to get on the same ring as somebody
Mhm.
and just pull them down, pull at their hands. Uh, so eventually, Crush was able to pull Bailey off. So Bailey got 0 points. Then we saw Michelle versus Voltage. Uh, she swings right to Voltage for some reason. And then Voltage just pulls her off. And I'm like, okay, what was the strategy there? I'm not sure.
I
But
don't think they
she
had
also
one.
gets 0 points. Yeah. We saw Ben versus Neon. Neon was very ineffective. He just fell right off.
He just fell. Yeah,
Oh,
he tried. He tried. It just Neon's excuse though was the funniest thing. He was like, "I was too busy dancing. My hands were sweaty." I was
right.
like, "Yeah, we'll buy that, Neon. Okay."
So Michael, he makes it to the platform. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
he got back on afterwards too, didn't he?
Yeah, he
He was
went
the one
back.
that got back on the rings. Yep. So he gets 10 points. Then we saw Michael versus Eagle. Eagle tries kicking him, which they're like, you can't do
You can't
that.
kick. You can't kick.
Yeah. But then Michael eventually makes it across, and he gets 10 points as well. So everybody's even from like
Mhm.
all the women are both even, the men are both even at this point.
Mhm.
Then we get into our last competition, which is the ring. So yeah, I didn't really write any notes about this. It was pretty straightforward. We saw Bailey get 8 points and Michelle get 10 points.
Mhm.
But both of the men got 0 points.
Yeah, because Mayhem and Fang was Mayhem and Lightning.
Yep.
Well, another new gladiator, Lightning,
Yes.
who is okay.
Mhm.
But Mayhem and Lightning were not giving these men any. Mayhem and Lightning made Ben and Michael look like boys out there on that ring. Like those men showed those boys that you're not coming into this ring and getting nothing. Like they were
Right.
slinging them like I was like, oh my God, I thought that was so intense. I enjoyed every second of that. I was like, yo, get him again. Get him again. Like it was so good. Oh, I thought that was so and with Mayhem and Fang being my favorite two male gladiators because and Lightning
Fair.
rather because
I mean, Ace is up there for me too.
Ace is cute. Ace is young
He's
cute
very
for me. He too young
is
cute for
is
me. But Mayhem and Lightning, they got that man cute about them for me.
oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
I've always thought Fessy was hot.
I always thought Fessy was. I was like, ooh, Fessy. But yeah, him and Lightning, I'm like, oof. Neon cute too, but the way he just fell off them rings just it didn't do it for me. So I was very
No.
annoyed by that. But it's something about Eagle too. I ain't gonna lie. It's something about Eagle for me. I'm like,
Oh yeah, it's not doing it
hmm.
for me.
I don't know. Maybe it's the tattoo. Maybe it's the
Fair.
bald head. I don't know. Maybe it's the dominance that he be doing. I
Maybe
don't know.
he's very good. He's very good.
He's very good though.
But we get to the eliminator. So Michelle has a 1 second lead over Bailey. Not much at all.
Not much.
But we saw pretty quickly Bailey's able to pass her. Michelle was struggling with the rope to get up, and then she was really struggling with the nets. I was like, "Come on, girl, we're rooting for you. We're all rooting for you." But yeah, Bailey basically destroyed Michelle
Yeah.
in this eliminator, and she moved on.
Yeah.
Yep. But the men, this is where I was very interested because both of the men had a goal. They wanted to do the eliminator in less than a minute, which would be a record. Nobody's done it in under a minute. And Michael is the current record holder, correct?
Yep, 107.
Yep.
And Ben is the second, right behind him.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, they started the exact same time, which I think, is this the first time we've seen?
This was the first time we've seen it.
Okay, I thought so. But Ben was flying through it. Michael fell. And so that
I could not believe he fell at the things, at the the monkey bars.
he's the only person to do that the whole time. Because it's the first time we saw somebody have that 10-second penalty.
Yeah, penalty. I was like, no, Michael. Ugh.
Yeah. I was hoping it would be more competitive than it was, but yeah, that really screwed things up for Michael. And Ben was flying so hard. Like you could tell he was determined to break that record. And sure enough, he did it. He beat it by 1 second. he beat the record by 8 seconds, but he beat the minute by one
A
second.
second. Yeah, he got
Mhm.
59 something. But yeah, I was like, impressive, Ben. Impressive.
Yeah, I like Ben a lot.
I do
He's
too.
definitely one of the ones I'm rooting for the most out of the competition so far.
Absolutely.
Okay, then our episode 9.
What? Who's what?
Wait, where's
Where's
Jordan?
Jordan? Apparently, Jordan's injured. She got injured in the competition, so she had to withdraw, which brought back Terry. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, good. I like Terry. Period. And she's going against Rebecca, our circus performer. And then we have Aid Austin and Kyle, our alternate Kyle, against Austin, who I like you said, this is the thing. I like these guys. I like both of them. I was like, either one of them can win. I'm okay. But also these women, this is the one time the women I was like, either one of these women can win because
Mhm.
I like Terry and I like Rebecca. So I was okay with anybody winning this one.
Okay, I still have my preferences.
Mhm.
I was rooting for Austin and Terry
Okay.
out of these four. So we'll see how they do. But we get a new twist on Atmosphere. It's
Yeah.
Atmosphere Crash Course. I like this. This
I
I
like
think is
this too.
yeah. This was the twist on a game that I like the most. So basically, they're in their atmosphere things going around a course, and they have to avoid two gladiators and make it through the finish line. Whoever makes it through the finish line first, if the next person can make it, I think within 10 seconds, then they get 5 points as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I found very quickly what the strategy of this one is. Will go and take the lead as long until the last one, and then that last one let the other person take the lead till the gladiator stops them, and I can just sneak on around to the finish line. Like usually that's how it happened for
Yep.
everybody. It was the person who was in the lead at the last run; they would always get second.
Hmm. Fair. Yeah. So we saw Kyle and Austin going up against Fang and Lightning first. Kyle, well, Austin had an early lead, but then Kyle passed him pretty early on, and Kyle was able to get through first. There
Mm-hmm.
was a second where Austin looked like he might pass,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't last very long. So we did end up seeing Kyle get 10 points, and Austin got 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we had Rebecca and Terry going against Striker and Empire. Striker's another
Right, there's a
new,
new one, another new girl.
oh,
I'm
6'4".
tall, 6'4" basketball player. I was like, okay, I see what. Okay, she played D1 somewhere and didn't get into the WNBA, so she was the Gladiators. I see what you do with Striker, but she's so tall and muscular, and she's pretty too. I was like, okay,
Very pretty.
Striker, I see you, girl. Whipping her hair around. I was like, okay.
Mhm. But yes, Rebecca, we saw her get a pretty good lead. Eventually, Terry is able to catch up and keep it pretty close. And then right near the end again, we see Terry pass, but only for a bit. And Rebecca is able to get 10 points. Terry gets 5 points.
Yep.
So at least everybody got some points, right?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Then our next competition, we have the wall. We see Austin versus Ace and Kyle versus Mayhem. Um, yeah, they changed it to 6 seconds. Did you
Six
notice
seconds.
that?
They changed it back to
Yeah,
6 seconds. I was like,
yeah. They're
okay,
like, "Eh,
5 seconds
maybe 5
seems
will
really
still
short.
hold." Yeah. So Kyle gets pulled down first, but then eventually Austin gets pulled down too. I was really rooting for you, Austin. So 0 points for the men.
Yeah, Mayhem is undefeated on the wall, so
Then with the women, we have Rebecca versus Crush and Terry versus Striker. A quick start for both of the women. I was impressed with how fast they went, but Terry started to slow down
yeah.
and she's pulled off. I think it doesn't help that Striker has a really long wingspan.
Yeah. That 6'9" came in handy. That
Yeah,
arm just came up and grabbed her.
exactly. So Rebecca gets 10 points and Terry gets 0, unfortunately. Then we have our last competition, which is the Edge. And we see Austin versus Steele. I was for a second. I was like, is Steele like embarrassed from his earlier performances? He's not coming back for the semis, but he
Right.
did come. He came back. He just waited until the very last competition of the semis to come back. Um, so we saw Austin get 2 points before he slammed to the side, almost crushed his skull.
It almost split
And
him in half. I was like,
yep,
Jesus.
yeah, don't want to mess with Steele.
Do not mess with Steel.
But then we saw Kyle versus Neon. Um, Kyle, he was able to get 4 points after like a really good fake out that he pulled off, but he eventually slips off the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the women, we saw Rebecca versus Huntress first.
Love Huntress. I
So
was glad she was back because I was like, where's Huntress?
yeah, she's one of my favorites too. She did feel a little bit timid
Yeah.
with how she came out the gate. But then Rebecca also was starting to go slow. She got 4 points, and then they just were kind of like at a standstill, and then basically ran out the clock. Is this the first time we've seen the clock run out on this? I feel like every other
Yeah.
time we see people fall.
Either they fall or they get the 10 points.
Right. But yeah, I think Rebecca was concerned about injuries that she's
Injuries.
had
Yeah.
in the past, and yeah, so she was being cautious, and I think she knew that she didn't have to go as hard, especially since she has a strong point lead over Terry.
Mhm.
But then we see Terry versus Hurricane. Um, so we see Hurricane come straight up and basically tackle Terry over
Just
the
like,
edge before
yeah.
she can get any points. So
It was
0 points for Terry.
Hurricane is dangerous up here on the edge. She's dangerous.
She is.
Period. She's dangerous, period. Let's just be honest. Hurricane is dangerous.
Yep. But we get to our final eliminators of the semis. So Rebecca has a 9.5 second lead over Terry. So pretty strong lead. And also knowing that Rebecca, she's done it a few times already. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is her third time, Terry's second time doing the eliminator. So Rebecca keeps a strong lead pretty consistently. She's really, I think she's really mastered how to do the eliminator as fast as she can. She knows
Mm-hmm.
when to take breaks. So she crosses first and she moves on.
Mm-hmm.
But then the men, we see Kyle has a 3.5 second lead over Austin. So Kyle was keeping his lead, but then he fell off the balance beam. So I was like, oh, here's Austin's chance, but I think Austin slipped as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyle ended up crossing first still and moves on.
Absolutely.
Not too surprised.
Not too surprised at all.
Yeah, we
Here's
got
our
our
final
finalists.
six.
Mhm.
Period. And I was like, okay, cool. We have our finalists. How are they going to do this? What is going to happen? And I was
Yeah.
very surprised at how they did this because the three finalists come out, everybody comes out, or the six finalists come out, and they start with the women, and they're going to do the ring. But this is also an instant elimination. So the first two people to hit the button in the ring will move on, and the third person is going to go. Now, I'm going to ask you because when they told us what this was and they set this up, I was like, "Oh, okay." I feel like the person getting eliminated this round is probably going to be Rebecca. I see Bailey going. I see Ayana going. That was
Okay,
my initial thought.
I was thinking Iona was going to be eliminated first.
Okay.
Yeah, just because we've seen Bailey and Rebecca do really well in a lot of competitions, and Iona has as well, but I don't think she's had the domination that specifically Rebecca's had lately. So I was pretty nervous for Iona, but I also do this thing where I if I like somebody and I'm rooting for them, I prepare myself for the worst. And
Mhm.
Iona was the person I was rooting for out of the women.
Mhm. Okay.
So I think that's part of the factor is like, yeah, she's probably going to go.
Yeah. And then for the men, I will say it. I thought it was going to be. I said Evan's probably going to go here.
Yeah.
I thought
That's what I
Kyle
was
and
thinking.
Ben would be the ones I thought were going to go on. That was my initial thought at the beginning. But we can talk about what happened now.
Yep. And also, so I've already said Iona was the woman I'm rooting for the most in the finals. Ben is the man I'm more, or
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Ben is the one that I was rooting for the most out of the men.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, they start. So the ring, they start with the women, and sure enough, our girl Iona is able to hit the ring first.
First.
So yeah, so she's in it. But then eventually Rebecca comes in and she hits it second. So it felt so quick.
It was quick, and
Bailey
I
was
was like,
out.
I was stunned. I was stunned. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I think I expected that they were going to keep going and try to get a maximum of 10 points, but it seemed like no, the most you could get is 2 points in this
Yeah.
round.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
hit it and you're good. You can go sit down.
Right. Well, that's all I would want to do too. Just give me once. Let me hit it once and I move. I'm like, bye. I'm done. But yeah, Bailey goes out so fast. I was like, wow. She got held up. Like her gladiator was on her. She was not letting her go. So
She did. And that's what's kind of frustrating is it really can come down to who you're up against. And that's what we see with the men as well. Because for the men, Evan is actually able to hit first, surprisingly.
mm-hmm.
And then we see our boy Mayhem will not get off of Ben's neck. He will not let him down for a second.
Oh, it
So
was
yeah, so Kyle is able to hit second, and Ben is out. I'm like, Mayhem, what do you get out of this? What do you get out of screwing him over?
well dang. he got the rights to say I didn't beat you. It's bragging rights for the gladiators. That's you want to be the
Yes,
best, you got to
ended the
beat the best.
set a record.
And he's protecting his record. He was like, I don't lose here. So well,
Fair.
oh, so it's
Yeah,
like Anna and Rebecca against Evan and Kyle. I was like, oh no, Ben, no. I really wanted Ben to go for it.
yeah. I think I'm rooting for Ayana and Evan at this point.
At this point, I was like, Aeon and Evan. At this point, I was like, yeah, that's who I kind of am rooting for in this moment. But
Mhm. Well, the next challenge we have is Joust, and we see Ayana versus Crush. Uh, there's big head hits from Crush
huge head
nonstop.
hits. Huge head hits.
She loves going for the head there. But Ayana is able to take all of those headshots, and she stays on the whole time and gets 5 points.
Love that for her.
Then we see Rebecca versus Striker. It doesn't go as well for Rebecca. Striker is able, with those long arms, she's able to just knock Rebecca right off the edge, and she gets 0 points. Then we see the men, Kyle versus Fang. We see Kyle getting hit, and eventually, like, he gets hit so much that he loses his balance and touches the gladiator's podium, which disqualifies him, and he gets 0 points. Then Evan is up against the Bull. Bull is actually following the rules for once in this challenge. He throws some hard jabs, and eventually he knocks Kyle off Evan off with 0 points. So
Yeah,
0
see
points
what
for
happens when the
everybody.
bull follows the rules. He actually wins.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Then our final competition is Hang Tough. We see Ayana versus Hurricane. They have this moment where they lock legs. I was like, oh, this is intense. I thought Ayana might have been gone at that point. I thought she was going to get yanked down, but she didn't. Eventually, Hurricane makes her way over and is literally hanging all of her body weight on Ayana. But she still holds on. She can't get to the other side, but she hangs on long enough to get 5 points. Very impressive.
Very impressive. I was like, you had that woman's whole body on you, and you just held. The grip strength it took for that was crazy.
Yeah. Next, we see Rebecca versus Voltage. We see Rebecca make it to the red section, but she kind of loses her momentum. And I thought she was kind of going to be screwed at this point because she really just couldn't swing. I was like, come on, girl, use your circus tricks to get your
Right.
momentum back. But voltage just falls off.
Oh, she just
So eventually, yeah, eventually Rebecca is able to get her momentum back and make it to the other side and get 10 points.
Mhm.
Next, we have the men. Kyle is up against Eagle. So Kyle breaks past Eagle, almost gets caught. It was really close
Yeah,
call.
so close.
Uh, but he's swinging on, and like as he's almost all the way there, he just looks back and gives this
And
big grin.
smile. When he smiled back at Eagle, I was like, oh, you lucky
They
this is
even
the
slowed it
final and
down.
Eagle ain't gonna see you no more. Because if I was Eagle, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna remember that smile you gave me at the end. You lucky I ain't gonna see you again. Oh my God, that was so funny.
It was funny. It was
I
funny.
loved it though. I loved it.
It's on our cover photo for a reason.
Period.
Yep. Then we see Evan versus Steele. So Evan kicks Steele right at the start. I'm like, Evan, you know that's against the rules. Why
Kick
are you
people.
acting like bull?
Can't kick nobody. Stop kicking people.
Yeah. But Steele jumps on him and eventually pulls him down. Yeah, that was kind of a losing game once that happened. I was surprised. He said he weighs, what did he say? He weighs
Oh, I don't
like
remember.
205. I'm like, wait, do I weigh more than Steele? But I am a bit taller than him, so.
Maybe.
But now we get to the eliminator. So first off, we have the men. Kyle has a 5-second lead over Evan. And they pointed out that every time a man has the lead in the eliminator, that person goes on to win. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it feels like this is definitely Kyle's to lose. So he ends up securing a pretty strong lead. There is a moment where Evan almost catches up
Mm-hmm.
on the net, like especially when he made his leap onto the net, he gained some ground then.
Mm-hmm.
But Kyle maintains the lead pretty thoroughly, and then eventually Kyle wins.
He does. He busts through the paper.
Yep, we celebrate. We talk about
And
what you're going to do with all that money for your kid.
Evan comes through right behind. I mean, Evan comes through right behind him, so it's close, and it's like, yay, you won 100. That the fireworks are going off, and then all of a sudden, they're like, wait, we're reviewing something,
Yep.
and I was like, oh no,
That's never good.
no, what?
Has this worked out in the contestants' favor at all throughout the season?
Never, never, never. When you go for review, it's always something. And they find out that Kyle, after celebrating, visualizing he about to give his son some money, he stepped on the mat on the side and got his way up the ramp that way, and he didn't stay on the travelator, and so he's disqualified. And Evan wins, and Evan is what wins, and he's just like, because now he's like, I don't know how to feel about this. Because, like, I'm happy I won, but I didn't want to win this way. I didn't want to win because of a disqualification. I wanted to win because I beat him. And I didn't beat him. He beat himself.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like, oh.
Yeah. I thought Evan was really nice with how he handled this. Like he was
Yeah.
telling Kyle not to beat himself up because Evan's kind of been in this situation.
Yeah.
That's his whole backstory is that he kind of screwed up a moment for his team to get a win, and he's been living in regret this whole time. So you can tell he genuinely doesn't want Kyle to feel that way.
Yeah. I hate it for Kyle. I hated it for him. I was like, dang, man, that's messed up. But he took it, and he was like, I mean, the rules are the rules, and I obviously didn't follow the rules. So what can you do?
Yeah, but then we move on to the women. So Rebecca and Ayana start at the same time, but we see Ayana get tripped up a bit at the ropes. And then Rebecca's able to pull away strong and secure a lead. And sure enough, Rebecca, she gets to the eliminator or the travelator, and she wins.
Wins.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fun season. I will say I enjoyed it. It definitely gave me reminders of the old gladiators, of the originals. So I appreciated that. So I enjoyed it. If they do a season two, I'd watch it. I enjoyed it. So
Hmm. Yeah, it was definitely an interesting season. I mean, so I will say, like, when I watch a lot of competitive reality TV, the thing I care about the least is challenges.
mhm,
So, and this was challenges,
all
like
challenged.
pretty much all challenges. So, I can see why people like it. I don't know that it's my kind of show, but I still enjoyed it enough, and I liked the people. I wish I had good villains to root against. Like, I wish there were
Mm,
like people, like not the gladiators, but like
yeah.
actual contestants that I'm like, I want to see that asshole lose, because then it would feel so much more satisfying. Like, yes, Rebecca, tear her apart.
Right. Like I want to have somebody to cheer for the gladiators to beat them. Like, get them.
Right.
Like, I don't like this person. Yeah, that would
Exactly.
be cute. I understand that. But all in all, American Gladiators, you did what you needed to do.
Mhm.
Enjoyed the season. We'll see if
Yeah,
y'all come back next season. We'll see.
I think it will. I think it will. I think
I
it
think
did well
so.
for Prime.
I think so. But let's get into some news, shall we? We just talked about American Idol, and on the American Idol podcast, official podcast, it was revealed which Dancing with the Stars pros will be participating in this week's American Idol episode. So we have, look, we had the dancers from the Eras tour here on this episode, this past episode, and so now we'll have Dance with the Stars people on the show this week, and we'll have Jan, who was also there because he was also on the Eras tour. So good for him
Yeah,
being
he's
in
on
the
the
American
podcast
Idol
too.
studio. And he was on the podcast. Yeah. So good for him for being on at American Idol 2 weeks in a row. But this time he gets to perform. So that's great. Gleb is also going to be there. Riley and Whitney. So good on them. All of these people are not on tour, so that makes sense why they're the ones to be on American Idol because the Dance with the Stars tour is happening. None of these people are on tour, so of course they can be there to do this one show for Dance with the Stars and for
Makes
American Idol.
sense.
So good for them.
Yeah, I have no idea what this is going to entail,
I think they're
but
just
I'm
going to be
curious.
performing with the people singing. As the people are
Okay.
singing, they're going to be dancing. So
Okay. Cool. Kind of like I did watch So You Think You Can Dance for a bit. So now
mhm.
I'm just picturing it's going to be like the solo dances because they don't do solo dances on Dancing with the Stars, obviously, right?
Not use it's more couples. I think it'll be couples. I think Jan and Riley, Gleb and Whitney, and they might switch up, but I think it's going to be like more like a tour. Where you're the
Okay.
singer and you have dancers behind you. So I think that's going to see if they could how they interact with a band, the lights, dancers, like can they still focus on what they have to do. So it's just another test for the singers to how would they act in the real world with dancers on stage with them, or will they just don't want to do that?
Okay.
Be interesting to see.
Yeah. Well, continuing with American Idol news, we also had some other information that was dropped on the official podcast. We found out which contestants from season 5, the 2006 series of American Idol, which ones are going to be returning to sing alongside with our top 5. Lana, let me tell you, when I found out this was happening, I was so
Mhm.
excited
I
because
know.
every season of American Idol, season 5 is my favorite. I love season 5. I love the diversity in the group of finalists. There's so
Hmm.
many people I loved. I specifically had 6 people I loved that season. So I was rooting for most of those people to come back. I know one of them unfortunately has passed. My dear
Hmm.
Mandisa, I love her. But I was rooting for the other 5 that I really liked, who ended up being the top 5 of the season. I
Hmm.
wanted all of them to come back. Hey, I got 3 of them, so I can't be too mad. But we found out that my personal favorite from that season, Elliot Yamin, is coming
Hmm.
back. So as we alluded to, we might be singing an Elliot Yamin and Jordan McCullough duet. Then we have Paris Bennett, who is also
I
one of
love
my
her.
main faves. I love Paris so much. Um,
She's singing with. I think she sings with Keela.
Keela? I think so. I can see it.
Hmm.
Um, then we have the winner, Taylor Hicks, whom I also really enjoy.
I enjoy him.
Who would Taylor be with? Braden?
Braden,
I
maybe.
don't know.
I think
Maybe
Braden, because Braden likes to
because
sing
Braden likes soul.
soul, and we know Taylor's full of it.
Yeah,
So
he's a soul man.
he's a soul
um,
man. Yep. And these
but
other two make sense. Yep. Yep.
yeah, the
Okay.
other two are people I was not as excited about. It's two country singers. I was not a big fan of Kelly Pickler. She was my least favorite of that season. But Kelly Pickler is back, probably with Hannah.
Yeah, definitely with Hannah. For
Oh,
sure with
unless they're
Hannah.
doing like
Unless
a
they do
male
a
female
duet.
duet.
Yeah. Then they switch
Because
her and Bucky.
yeah, we have Bucky Covington, who's also a country singer.
I did not
Um,
like him.
I did not love. I thought he seemed like a nice guy. I really did enjoy when he sang "Fat Bottom Girls," though. That was the exception for Queen Week. But yeah, I'm really excited to see all of these people back. I am kind of surprised they didn't bring back Ace. I know he's had a good relationship with the show. Same with Kat. Chris Daughtry, I don't know. He must be
Maybe
busy.
he's too busy. Chris, like, I'm still working. I don't know.
Where's Chicken Little? Where's Kevin?
They only needed 5.
I guess so. I guess so. Lisa Tucker? No, I'm excited. I'm really excited for this coming. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow, Lana.
It's tomorrow. It is tomorrow. So
See how
y'all
it
get to
goes.
watch it and see how it goes. But let's move on to some social strategy. We are talking about Survivor 50. What a week of Survivor 50. This was interesting. We had twists and turns and an auction and beware and a lot of stuff happening in this episode of Survivor 50. So if you want to hear my real full thoughts, go check out the recap. I'll put the ID card up right there. So but yeah, go check out 50 because I give you my full thoughts. So David, you can give your thoughts now.
Yeah, I thought this was a fun episode. We've had a lot of good episodes in a
Mhm.
row since the merge has happened. I'm getting nervous though because I'm like it's either gonna lose steam fast or continue being as incredible as it has been most of the weeks.
Mhm.
But so we start off with Devon's coming clean about his idol being fake. I think it was a mistake. Look,
Mhm.
I think they're already mad at you. This isn't going to magically fix things. It's only going to give another reason for people to be mad at you. And you can tell that from Joe immediately because he's just annoyed with Devon's breathing at this point.
Right.
Like
Devin
anything
just
he
walked
does.
by. Oh my god. He's walking. Oh.
Hmm. But we get to that auction, and I always enjoy an auction. I was actually really confused with the way Jeff was wording the comfort and chaos thing. I don't think anybody understood what he meant fully. And they were asking for clarification, and he gave clarification, and they're like, okay, yes, we get it. I don't think they did. It still
Mm-mm.
is confusing. But there were some pretty interesting moments here. I think the people having to eat gross things was a nice callback because we haven't seen that in a long time.
Mhm.
I can't remember the last season that had people eating like bugs or grubs or sea slugs or anything.
Mhm.
Um, I will give Jonathan major props for eating that sea slug, even knowing he wasn't going to benefit from it at all.
Right. Because I'd be like, I'm not dying on
Couldn't
the
have been
floor for
me.
you, Ozzy.
Couldn't have been me.
Wouldn't have been me at all. I'd be like, nope. No, thank you. Sorry. Neither one of us getting that fried chicken. I am sorry.
Yep.
Absolutely
Yep.
not.
He did it just in time to our mother Sari being an icon by saying, hey, I'm going to go throw up and then I'm going to come back and continue to eat again. That's what you should have done for your intro. Be like,
I thought
I'm gonna
about
go
that. That's
throw up.
literally Wednesday when it happened. I was like, that's gonna be my intro, and then I completely forgot.
I'm gonna go get sick and I'll come
I'm
back and do
like,
my
I'll be
intro.
right back. And like, wait, my favorite part of that whole thing was Stephanie was like, "Ooh, could I buy the charcuterie?" Sari was like, "I'm gonna still eat it. I'm gonna still eat it. Don't worry." She went, she puked, she came back and was like, I was like, you are so me, Sheree. That would have been so me. Like, all I need to do is empty my stomach out and I'll be ready to eat some more. Thank
Right.
you.
Yep.
That was mother.
Um, that mac and cheese that Aubrey got. Emotional moment aside, that mac and cheese looks so good to me. I love me some mac and cheese. It's one of my favorite things. I had just had mac and cheese before we started podcasting. But when she started tearing up, I'm like, same girl. It looks so good.
Not the same. It looked good. You were not on the same level with Aubrey and that mac and cheese. You were
No.
so not on the same page.
No. But I was still emotional.
Aubrey was like, "Oh, my children." It reminded me. They were like, "Oh, it looks so good. I want to eat it too.
I need it in my belly.
I need it right now. Give it to me." David was like, "Let me have my big back moment right now, because woo, that mac and cheese looked good." But it did look good. It looked good. All I needed was the crusty top at the top. Okay, go ahead.
But even like the stopping down to give Aubrey, I'm really starting to see an end path for Aubrey to potentially win this season.
Yeah.
I think she's getting that kind of edit at this point. It just doesn't fully make sense to me because she was not the most visible pre-merge.
Right.
But wouldn't be the first time they did that to a woman who wins the show. Yeah, very much Erica. But then we find out about the $20 that they all have to put in to get their letters from loved ones. I saw Mike Bloom. Did you see Mike Bloom's tweet? He said the comfort, and it showed like the letters, and it said, in the chaos, she comes out, and it's Ika Wong.
Yeah, oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Shred. Oh, that would be so stupidly like, oh, gut wrench. I would have threw up everything I just ate. Like, are you kidding me? I could come out, which letter do I shred first? They should have did it, and even if they didn't shred the letters, it would just been funny to make them think that they would shred all their letters. Like, you paid $20.
None of them know Ika.
Right, they don't know Ika. Like, you don't know Ika? You don't know her? Oh, okay.
Oh, you will.
You will when you see the shredder come out. I would have died. I would have died.
Yeah. Still one of the most iconic moments from reality TV ever.
Yes. Yeah, period. While watching them letters just bye. I watched that whole scene. I think somebody put it up on Twitter, and I watched that whole scene like 3 more times. I love that scene. That was when I was like, oh, Ika Wong is mother. Ika Wong is mother. Oh, I was so glad they brought her back for season 5, because that was just not enough time for us to see Ika on TV. Was that few times? Oh, well, yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Eventually, we see Mr. Beast come out and tease the Beware advantage that's going to be a tribal. So I had a feeling, since I've watched Beast Games season 1 and 2, like I had a feeling I knew what this was going to be. Did you have an idea?
I had no idea.
No idea at all? Okay.
I wasn't even trying to guess it either. I was like, I don't know what this could be.
Fair. Because, I mean, they do the same coins on Beast Games, both seasons.
Oh, okay. See, I don't watch Beast Games, so I wouldn't know that.
Yep. Fair. But we got our immunity challenge. I've been rooting for Ozzy to win these immunities just because I want him to beat Boston Rob's record. But at the same time, I love seeing Tiffany win. I'm so glad that Tiffany's like getting her airtime a bit more than she was at the beginning, because Tiffany's so likable. She got that sand on her head too.
That was so. I was like, the whole time I was like, "Girl, wipe your head." Just
nobody told her. Like, we're about to put this necklace around you. Let's just wipe that sand off your head first.
Right, let's get the sand off your head first. No, she just left the sand just on her head. I was like, y'all ain't real friends. Y'all are not her friends, because you would have been. It would have been like, girl, all right, go and get your necklace, girl. Go and get it. You about to be. This is your moment. Have it without sand on your face.
Yeah. But then we get our moment with the reading of the letters, and I don't know about you, but the big moment for me was Sari getting her first letter from her dad.
Yeah.
Which I was thinking about that, and I'm like, I've never received a letter from my dad either, so I don't know how I would feel. Like,
yeah, I've never received a letter from my dad, but
yeah. Well, I like. and I'm not like super sentimental when it comes to family stuff, but I wonder if that would have an impact on me. Just like knowing my dad would put that effort, because I would never imagine that.
Yeah.
Never for a second.
I think it would. I think if you had, because like, okay, let's be real. We don't usually get letters on a regular basis
Right.
anyway. And so getting a letter from somebody means they actually took that time to write it and give their thoughts and whatever on something that you're doing, which is actually showing an interest in something that you're doing. It would be so nice. And to get it from your dad or your mom, somebody who you just love so so much, and somebody who you just like, you look up to them, especially the people who you look
Mhm.
up to, and you just like, because if I got a letter from my mom or my dad when they were both alive, if I did something like Survivor or something and they sent me a letter, I would just be bawling, because I know, like, I had a great relationship with my parents, love my parents to death, great relationship with them. And if they would have did that and showed me the interest that they are interested in what I'm doing, I would have been like, oh my god, oh my god, this is so great. I would
Yeah.
I would probably be the one to be like, please don't send me a letter from my parents, because then that takes me right out of this game. That knocks my head out of the game, because now I'm like, I want to go home. I just want to get back home. So I would be the one like, don't send me a letter from my family. I don't want a letter from home, because if I get a letter from home, I'm balling. And then my head is not in the game anymore. But I would love it though. If I did get it, it would be super sweet and super sentimental.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe one day I'll get a letter from my parents. Who knows? Probably not.
Maybe.
We'll see. um, Next, we have a moment where Aubrey's talking about losing to Michelle in her season and basically taking away things from Michelle's game and applying it to her game this time. And this is where I'm like, okay, this
Mm-hmm.
is like a winner's edit coming on super strong right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so at this point, I'm like fully into Aubrey as the winner, especially when we see her go and start to talk to Jonathan and Stephanie,
Mm-hmm.
and talking about threats and all of it, kind of hinting around like who is somebody we should target. I'm like, okay, here's the path. We're gonna get a final three of Aubrey, Jonathan, and Stephanie.
Mm.
So, well, that's not gonna happen.
Nope.
But yeah, this is where things just get kind of crazy.
The scramble is
I
nuts.
can't remember the last time I've heard so many people's names be mentioned. Um, I think the last time I can think of that had as many names mentioned was like there was an episode in Gabon, so season 17, where just names were flying left and right, left and right.
Mm.
I think it was a time that they had like two tribal councils too, so that
Mm.
also affected it. Um, but yeah, all the names coming out, people switching left and right, people trying to lie to Suri when they have no business doing so.
Stephanie, what were
you
you
would think
thinking?
you
You
would
would
think
think,
she would
Stephanie,
learn
you
by
would
now.
know. Right. Didn't you learn at the well? You can't lie to Sari. Okay.
Yeah. Um, I think who else name did we hear? Ozzy, Rizzo, Sari, Stephanie, Devins,
Emily.
Aubrey, Emily. Did we hear Tiffany or no?
No. She had the necklace. She couldn't hear
Oh
her
yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah. Right. But yeah, but I could tell Devins was going to get it into some shenanigans, and
Oh,
sure enough,
that man knew he was about to get into some shenanigans. He sat there
yeah,
and was
it's
like,
like I got a lot of info.
he was like, Aubrey, I'm about to blow this up. Like, he just, and they were like, she was like, oh, what you gonna do? He was like, I'm about to blow this up. I knew Devins was about to get into some chicanery and some foolishness, and I was ready for it.
Mhm.
I didn't know which way it was going to go. I was like, who is he going
Right.
to put, drop the foolishness on? But what is he gonna do? And boy, did he drop it.
Yes. Let me just say this. So when we saw the cast of who was on season
Mm-hmm.
50, a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
were like, Devins, boo, no, we don't want him. And I'll be honest, like he was like on the lower end of people I was excited about. Like I didn't need it, but
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't mad about it. But I think everybody owes Devins a huge apology because He is a top two character this season for
He
sure. I think him and Sari are like kind of running the entertainment aspect of this show.
mm,
So major props to Devin. I loved everything he did at this tribal council, calling out Jonathan and Stephanie, and you
and
could tell they were
Joe
just
without
in Joe.
saying Joe.
Yeah,
He called out Joe without saying Joe. I was like, oh, I
right.
see you, Devin.
Yeah,
I
I just was so highly entertained.
I loved every second of it. Oh, I when I tell you that was one of the funnest moments from after tribal council. I mean, after the immunity challenge to tribal. That was the most entertaining TV I had seen all week. Like that was
Yeah.
so fun. It was so good. And I was like, yes. Like, please give me more of this. All the names being thrown, everybody's playing. Like Sari said, every 30 seconds it was changing. Usually it was 45 seconds. This time it's 30 seconds. And it was just change after change after change. And people were like, yes, no, yes, yes, we'll do this. Okay, we'll do it. And it was so good. And then for Rick to go into that tribal council and throw down everybody's tea, he was spilling everybody's tea. And he was not lying. Nothing he said was a lie. Everything he said was the truth. And I even love the fact that Jonathan tried to defend himself against the truth. It was like, y'all gonna really listen to Rick, the man who came up with the fake idol? He nothing he says is trustworthy. I was like, you better try to save yourself, Jonathan, because he telling the truth. But you like, no, because it's coming from this messenger who's been lying the whole time. So we really gonna believe the liar over me, who's telling the truth with honesty and loyalty? And it just all fell apart because Stephanie talked too much.
Yep.
Stephanie talks too much. I
Mhm.
think people would have listened to Jonathan if Stephanie didn't say, but I do have a still a vote. So it's like, oh, but it is some truth to what he just said. If she wouldn't have said that, I think people would have
Yep.
been more amped to listen to Jonathan say, oh, Rick is just throwing stones and he's just, doing a Hail Mary right now. They probably would have been a little bit more apt to listen. But then Stephanie just was like, but I do have a still a vote. And everybody was like, ah, truth. Lie. Like, it's just like, it was funny.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it was a highly entertaining tribal council. I was okay. The one thing that kind of annoyed me was when Jeff was like, "Wow, this is so great! Like, look how everybody's playing so hard, and we have one person to thank for that, and it's Mr. Beast." I'm like, what? They don't even know what the thing is. Like, nothing that was going on with the drama at tribal council or camp
Had anything to do
had
with
to
that
do with Mr.
advantage.
Beast.
Nope. It had nothing to do with that advantage. This was them just trying to figure out what plan they want to take. And they had no idea. They were planning before they even
Yeah,
knew. So this was like, we don't plan like we don't even care about what this advantage is. We're planning this. So this was not due to Mr. Now the chaos and all of the whole trying to figure out what to do had nothing to do with Mr. Beast. Everything after that
yeah,
did. But this beforehand, no, absolutely not.
right. Give him credit for what he's actually bringing.
All right, this is great,
And
great gameplay from great players. That's
exactly.
what this is.
But sure enough, we do find out that what I expected was right. Mr. Beast does reveal a coin that could potentially double the prize amount. Now, did I expect the other things that came along with it? I did not. I didn't know that the person who flipped it would become immune and get an immunity idol, which is pretty big,
Crazy. It's
or
huge.
they would go home if it's
Right.
the other side of the coin. Ooh,
I was
okay.
like, that's a lot. I was like, ooh, a lot of power, a lot of issues.
Yeah. So, I mean, Devon's wanted to do it, and nobody else was super excited to even try. I think the mistake that we saw some people make is people openly saying, let Devon's do it. Devon needs it. So let him save himself. Like, why not play up that Devon didn't need to do it, but still let him do it? Because I think he would still flip the coin even if he had people saying, hey, you're not going home.
Right.
But specifically, I think Sari and her alliance, like making it pretty clear that he was going to go home. Because I wouldn't have guessed that. I thought they were going for Stephanie.
Me too.
But Sari's out here pretty openly being like, yeah, Devin needs it. We're going to vote for him.
I wonder though, is that a strategy of Sari to say that? I don't know if she would have actually done it. Like I don't know if her saying it meant she was
Yeah.
actually going to do it. I think she said it so people could be like, because she wanted Devins to do it. Because if
Yeah.
he wins, cool, he stays, he gets an idol that everybody knows about, and he's there, and somebody else that we want to go home. If he goes, oh well, he tried it, he lost, nothing changes. I don't know. I think Stephanie probably still would have went home, regardless, but I think they wanted to push it, make everybody else
Yeah.
like, yeah, give it to Devins because he needs it. No, he didn't. I don't think
I just, yeah, I hope it doesn't come back to bite her, knowing
he did.
that he's now coming back to camp. He now has an idol. He
Yeah.
now just heard you openly say that he was about to go. So
I hope
if
Devins do
there's
take
a
it that way, and I hope
if there's a
if
time
yeah,
where Devin would be encouraged to flip against Sari, I think it would be now.
yeah,
After that, so
and press interviews don't help my that cause.
no,
I'm on there.
no,
Just want to say, Stephanie,
yeah,
count your days, Stephanie. I just want you to count your day. I hope you cough in the next 2 days for that exit interview press that you was doing this
me
week,
too.
because you were foul. If what happens, I
She needs to
want
be
you.
fined.
She needs to be fined, and I need her to stub her toe on something because
No,
what what
yeah,
if even if that's the case, what? Why would you
right.
say? Why would you reveal that to? That's yeah. I
It,
hope your
it
pillow stays cold on warm on both sides every
warm
time
on
you
both sides.
flip it.
Yeah,
Just warm on both sides every time you stub your
yeah.
toe and you cough in the next 2 days.
If you haven't seen her press and you don't want to be spoiled, please avoid them. She
Please.
basically says these two people are going very soon. This person's losing in the end.
I'm just
She
like,
basically ruled out three people as winners.
right. I'm just like, girl, ew. And I usually stay away from Exit Press. I usually don't watch Exit Press, but something came up on my feed and I was just watching. I was like, hello?
I was pissed off.
Hits. If it happens that way, I'm like, girl, you ruined it for a lot of people. And that sucks because we looking forward to 50. We are enjoying this season.
She wanted to be able to say "I told you so" before she could. She's like, "Well, let me say it anyways. I told you so."
I hate her so much. I didn't like her anyway, but whatever. She really pissed me off if that goes down the way it goes. Oh, okay. Anyway.
But we do see that the prize has been doubled. I didn't realize at the time that it was actually Mr. Beast money that was doubling the prize. That's
He
pretty
said
cool.
it courtesy of Mr. Beast. So I was
Okay,
like,
I
yeah.
didn't even catch that part. So that's pretty cool.
I kind of feel like even if it didn't, Mr. Beast still would have gave him the prize.
You think?
I think if Devins would have lost and he would have went home and everything, and then Mr. Beast was like, "Oh, I just feel so bad about all of this. This is so. I really want. I'm still gonna give you double the prize. Like I still think he would have doubled the prize in the end. And maybe they don't do it at the end, but maybe they do it at the end of the
Mhm.
season. But like Mr. Beast just gave $1 million to the winner as well, so the prize was still doubled. I
Yeah,
think that was going to happen regardless.
I can see that. Overall, I was not mad about anything with Mr. Beast, except for Jeff giving him credit for the way people are strategizing.
I will say I like this Jimmy's twist better than the other Jimmy's twist. So
Yeah. Yep. Agreed. Yeah. So the only thing that kind of threw me off is like I was expecting there to be an Aubrey Jonathan alliance moving forward, but we
hmm
saw Jonathan going around this tribal council trying to get people to vote out Aubrey.
hmm
So I don't know if that
I
can
don't think
happen
that's
anymore
happening.
after
Yeah, I
this.
don't think that's happening. I don't think that's gonna go down.
So,
But
but overall, very good episode. Very good.
very, very good episode. We move from Survivor 50 to our final finale of $1 Million Secret. And of course, I did talk about this as well on my recap channel or recap. So if you want to go check out all of my thoughts as well as Logan's, go to our. I will put the ID card up here now, Bing, and you can go check out all of our thoughts. But David, what did you think about $1 Million Secret and the finale?
I liked it a lot. I thought this was a very good season. For me, this was significantly better than the first season, which I was
Agreed.
kind of mad on. Um, but yeah, I was thoroughly entertained throughout these 3 weeks of episodes. I think is this the first time we've seen the money go back to a person the second time? Because we see like at the start
I want
of
to say
episode 7.
yes. I don't think we've seen it go back to somebody twice.
Yeah. So good for Caleb for being the first millionaire more than once. But he has to high five two people and miss, which is not as easy as it sounds.
It's awkward. It's so weird and awkward. So it's like it's. But then
Yeah.
what made it easier is that they gave him until the activity ends. When I feel like you can high five people in an activity and you can just be like, oh, sorry, let's do it again, and make it. So I think him waiting to the activity to do it instead of just trying to do it randomly made so much more sense.
Mhm. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if you picked up on this, but like very early in the episode, I was hearing like Daisy talk and I was hearing Kat talk, and I was like, "Oh, something's about to go down." Because Kat was like, "At this point, all alliances are out. Like, I have
Yeah.
to do what I have to do, no matter what." And Daisy's like, "Well, I got this 4-person alliance, and we completely trust each other." And I'm like,
Hmm.
"Well, those things aren't matching up."
Right.
So I had a feeling pretty early on that Daisy might be getting the short end of the stick on something. Um, but oh yeah, we saw the ribbons thing, which we talked about, which was pretty random. Um,
I said on the recap, I was like, Daisy has never been the millionaire, but she acts suspicious like the
mhm.
millionaire the
Since
entire
episode
time.
one,
Since the beginning, she has been acting weird and suspicious like she's the millionaire, doing silly. Like, why would you all of us? And she's like, we've been talking about ribbons all the time. Yeah, but now randomly you want to mention the colors of the ribbons twice? I would have thought she was doing an agenda too. I'm like, yeah. That's
hmm
totally an agenda right there.
yeah, I mean, which completely shakes up the way people are even playing this game because Kat pivots and she decides she wants to work with Kevin um, because she doesn't trust Daisy in this competition.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, that's how Daisy ended up getting knocked out, and then Nick gets knocked out as well. Um,
I mean,
yeah,
that and Daisy got knocked out because of a wall. I don't know if you noticed
Mhm.
that, but this wall that I have, you can't see, is gonna take me 2 times to get around this wall that you put in front of my ball. Like, baby, those things in that challenge, crazy.
yeah, they were pretty big. Like they absolutely sabotaged some people there.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Um, trying to think what else was the highlight here. Oh, Daisy freaking out at dinner.
Daisy, I've been asking for this. I have been asking for this. If you watch my recaps, which I think you should, I said last week, I was like, I'm sick of people leaving the game and be like, oh, it was such a pleasure to be here. I love you all. Thank you so much. See you all. Bye. I want somebody to be ready to flip the goddamn table. Like, what do you mean you voted me out? I trust and I feel like Daisy was the one to do it, and she was justified in feeling how she felt and what she felt because she's like, listen, you came to me, Kat, and told me there's no clue,
Right.
and that y'all made up a clue, and that you got immune. Like, I know all of these secrets, only for you to turn around and vote me out? What? Like, Daisy was like, I'm pissed. I loved it. I loved every second of her going off. I was like, and she's justified in doing it because yeah, you you told. What do you mean? You think I'm the? You think it's me? So why would you tell? Uh uh. Okay, 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 okay. It was I respected it so much, and when she was like, they made up the clue. I was like,
Yeah.
tell him,
It's
tell him again.
it's crazy because Kat, I think, was playing a really good game throughout most of the season,
Until these
but it
moments.
just went downhill because I thought she
Um,
was winning the season for the longest time.
mm-hmm.
Uh, I said that after I saw the first episode. I'm like, oh yeah, we got the winner. It's so obvious. Um,
I did too,
but
but
she
it wasn't
really
Cat.
true. She really misplayed everything in this episode. She said things when she didn't need to. Even
Mm-hmm.
like just lie to Daisy and tell her you didn't vote for her. Like, how hard would that be?
They not gonna
Uh,
be like, yes, you did. Nobody gonna say that. Like they weren't gonna tell anybody. She
yeah.
just, why did she even feel the need to tell Daisy, "Oh, there's no clue. I was immune." And I think she was trying to stay from Daisy because she thought Daisy was the millionaire to use her kill shot on her. But I'm like, even in that, Cat, you overplaying because Daisy, even if she was the millionaire, she would have never used the kill shot against you. You were her like number one, number two. Like she would have went for Kevin or Nick if she was the
Mhm.
millionaire to do a kill shot. And
Yeah.
for Kat to even think Daisy would use it, that's how she did not play this correctly. Because even if you did vote Daisy, you thought she was a millionaire, I wouldn't have told her nothing. I wouldn't have told her nothing about us making up the clue. I wouldn't have told her about being immune. I'm just gonna go about my day and saying she it. And I'm gonna just vote for her and call it a day. And then if she asks me about it, I'm gonna lie about it. Did you vote for me? No. I didn't think you're the millionaire. And she would have walked out like, okay, thank you. Especially after Lauren was like, yes, I voted for you, Daisy. She was already pissed at Lauren. And
Yep.
then she was like, but anyway, never mind. Screw you, Lauren. Did you vote for me, Kat? And I was just like, girl, say no, say no, say no. And she was like, like, you literally didn't have to say that. And it would have been, she would have been mad, but she would have never blew up your game and said y'all made up that clue. She would just walked out.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, I mean, it does make sense that Kat thought Daisy was a millionaire based on the
mm-hmm.
the secret
Yes,
thing,
the secret
the
agenda.
telling, the telling of the colors of the ribbons, plus knowing that the millionaire owned a fashion store and is
Hmm.
big into fashion, or a clothing store and is big into fashion. Like that does seem like something that would be
Something
Daisy. So I
Daisy would
understand.
do. Yeah.
But if you're that confident, just tell people. Just tell people. I guess she couldn't have been that confident because she was like, well, what if she's not? And then the clue incriminates me. But then she still tells everybody the clue after Daisy goes.
It's just
So
weird.
that
It's just
defeats the
weird.
purpose. Also, her
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Her face when the like it was revealed as an empty box. That was the best reaction we've gotten of anybody. She was so certain.
Yeah. She just I said on the podcast, I said the downfall of cats game needs to be studied because she just unraveled. It just unraveled at the last second, and it was unnecessary because she was in such a great spot. I was with you. I was like, she was in my top three of winning this game. The people who I
Yeah.
said, and I knew that from episode four. She cemented it for me. I was like, she is in the top three for me for winning this game from episode four. It was somebody else who, for me, who I said cemented in episode one, but I knew I was like, ooh, this person or this person or this person could win. And they gave me winner edits, and all three of them were in the
I
final
wonder if
four.
it's the same three people. Okay, wait.
All three of them were in the final four.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Then it has to be the same three people
Hmm.
because Lauren, no.
No, absolutely not. It was
Yeah.
everybody except Lauren because Lauren was not getting
Yes.
an edit at all. They tried to give up. Maybe she could win edit in these last two episodes. It's possible because
I'm a little crazy.
we found out her secret journal that she's been keeping up and keeping in tabs in her notebook where she keeps tabs on everything and everybody. And she showed how good she was and how much she knew everybody in the challenge that they did in the final episode. So I'm like, okay, they're showing like it's possible Lauren could sneak in at the end and win, but I was like, nope. My final three is the people who I think is going to win is either Caleb, Nick, or Kat. And then when Kat went home, I was like, well, Julie.
Well, part of me, I don't know about you, but that kill shot,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of expected Caleb to use it on Nick, because I thought there was enough eyes on both Kat and Kevin based on the fake clue. Like he knew it
Mm-hmm.
was fake; it was all going to come out that it was fake. So I thought that he would keep Kevin around as like a target for himself and Lauren.
Mm. I
But
mean, yeah, he didn't do it. I think he just took out the person who was playing along with Kat, which it wasn't. I don't know if it would have changed the outcome either way, but I don't know.
but she was pretty grilled. Kat was after everything went down. So that's when she came clean about the fake clue. Um, yeah, we find out though that the winners of the final challenge get to eliminate somebody from the losing challenge. This seems pretty big.
It
Like,
was huge. This was
yeah,
huge. I was like, whoa. But I liked it though, so I wasn't mad at it. But I was wow.
yeah, I liked it, but I think it put it put somebody in a really bad position because we do see Nick and Lauren win, so it's going to be Caleb or Kat. I think
Hmm.
Kat had a real uphill battle. Actually, I said she revealed the clue, but she didn't at that point. It's later on because she's still trying to figure out. Oh, is Caleb into fashion? So she's not being subtle in
It's
asking
so
him.
she is,
So are you into fashion?
baby. I was like, and Caleb was like, what? How you gonna ask me
Yeah,
if I'm into fashion out of nowhere? Me?
he's smarter than he looks.
I mean, I would be that too. I will play up the oh, I'm just this dumb country man from a real estate agent from a little hick town in Arkansas, and I'm gonna play it up. Fashion, baby. Have you seen what I wear? I wear two pair of jeans and six shirts. That's all I got in my closet. Even though
I
he had
mean,
that fancy shirt jacket on with the hat.
right. But like she does eventually tell the others about the clue. I think it's at that final dinner there.
Hmm.
Um, I do think I would start to second guess it if I was Nick and Lauren. Like, would she be telling us this clue when she doesn't have to? If she was a millionaire, knowing it incriminates herself.
Hmm.
Like, I would really think about that.
Hmm.
It could be a double bluff, but really, it just came down to like, what's the strategy? Do we keep the millionaire? Or do we vote them out?
Right.
So, and Kat knew that. She was like, well, I got to figure out what they want to do here. So I thought that was smart of her to try to figure out which angle should I play up that I am, or deny that I'm like, say that I'm
Yeah.
not the
Say I'm
millionaire.
not. Right.
And I think she talked to the wrong person
Yeah.
because it was Lauren. And so she just went into deny mode. Nick would have kept her if he thought she was a millionaire. Well, if Lauren allowed it. So I don't know. She played as
As good
well
as
as
she
she could in
could. Hmm.
that part. The episode before, not good. This time she made a little bit of leg work, but still it wasn't enough.
I don't know.
She went home.
She did.
Yeah. Then like our boy Nick, he I think he solidified himself as the smartest person in the game because he has clocked that Caleb is a millionaire based on his dramatic reaction to Kat's empty box.
Hmm.
So I actually thought he did a pretty good job with how he reacted, but Nick didn't fall for it. I probably would have.
Nick is like, now we know I'm not, and I ain't react that way because I know I'm not, and I know she not because she ain't react that way. You must have it because you like, oh. It's just like I don't know if I would have caught it, but I would have been like, me and Lauren pretty much know we ain't. We know we ain't, and
Right.
Kat just showed that she ain't. Caleb, I'm looking at you now. Now I'm looking at you.
Fair, fair. I did think this final challenge with memorizing the items was
Mhm.
kind of interesting.
I did like that.
Um,
I liked it better than season one because the thread and the needle thing pissed me off. I was
yeah,
like, get out of
yeah,
here.
no, that was lame. But we find out the millionaire will get three additional items to help them, like add to
Three at
their
the
count
end. Yeah,
here.
three to
Yeah,
cool. Hmm.
yeah, and I think Caleb kind of misplayed this.
A little
Um,
bit. I think he tried. And here's the thing. I think I said it on the recap. I was like, I think he was thinking the right way because he wouldn't have never guessed what he couldn't guess what Lauren and Nick were going to do and how well or bad they were going to do. But I think talking with Logan, I was like, yeah, I kind of probably would have just went for it because if you
mhm,
know it, even if you know I'm the millionaire, I need to win
right,
it so I can get that last
exactly.
switch.
Yeah, that's way more powerful than people knowing you're the
Hmm.
like. Honestly, it could be your advantage to letting people know that you're the millionaire at this point. If you're the person that gets the final say of whose boxes are switched last.
Yeah.
So I do think this was kind of his downfall, personally.
Hmm.
Um, but I really did like how the end went, where they were given the opportunity to ask each other questions. We find out Lauren's not going to switch any boxes at all.
Yeah.
Caleb will get to switch boxes first, and then Nick will do it last.
Yep, because he got 18 in the challenge and Caleb did
Right.
15 total, and then Lauren did 12.
12. Yeah. Which, I mean, Caleb and Lauren actually answered 12 both.
Yeah.
So, but here's my thing. So Lauren, she really doesn't have much room to do anything. So she just decides not to answer any questions,
Which I
which
was
sure. I mean,
smart. I think that was the best thing she could have done.
yeah.
And
What
hope
else
that
can
they moved it into her box or whatever. She just like, I'm not answering anything and I'm not asking anything.
Mhm. But when it came to Caleb's choice to switch a box, I immediately was like, Caleb,
Switch it.
look, so Caleb, you're pretending like you think Lauren has the money. But so obviously, if you want the $1 million, from Nick's perspective, if you're not the millionaire, you would take Lauren's box and give it to yourself. But if you are the millionaire, you would keep your box. Either way, from Nick's perspective, you're keeping the million. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, the obvious move to do
Switch it with
is
Nick.
to switch with Nick right now. So I was like, that's what you. I didn't want him to do it personally because I'm
Mhm.
rooting for Nick at this
I
point.
was rooting for Nick too. Because that's who I said was going to win. And that's who I
Yeah,
said had the winner edit since episode one.
right. Yeah. So I was like, that's what you got to do. But sure enough, he just keeps his money. And then when Nick is talking to him, and it becomes pretty clear that Nick thinks that he's a millionaire. And then Caleb gets kind of desperate and tries like one last wait before you go. And I'm like, this is making it even more obvious that you have the money.
Mm-hmm.
So Caleb really, I think he really misplayed this end game.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there was a moment where I'm like, well, maybe Nick will think that he's just bluffing, and he did give him the money because that's what a smart player would have done.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think Nick had pretty good reason to trust that Caleb would play things safe, like he's done in the past,
Mm-hmm.
and not switch the money. So he made the right choice, and
He did.
he got that money. Good
I
job,
love
Nick.
that
I'm
for
really
Nick.
happy
I
for
love that for him. I'm happy for Nick. I really did enjoy Nick in this season. And like I said, I felt Nick got the winner edit from episode one. And it's on it's on tape, it's on the internet. So y'all can go back and check. I did say that
you.
because I thought what he did with Alti, that just was he was like a
It was
smooth
impressive.
it was very impressive. He was like a smooth assassin. He was just like he wasn't gonna say nothing until he found out about the kill shot. Then he was like, nope. Mm-mm, gotta pull the trigger. And I think from that moment, did he have some ups and downs? Yes, throughout this season, he did. He had some peaks and valleys, but his valleys were never low valleys. It was just like, oh, a dip, but he came right back up, and he always stayed very even. And he played it smart from the beginning. He was not talkative. He was not somebody who showed a whole lot of character, and he wasn't very animated and whatever. So if he came out the next day and didn't talk, nobody was like, "Oh, he's down. Nick is not talking like he used to. He's not being as, you know." So his demeanor has changed. His demeanor stayed the same the entire time. So nobody was able to clock him on his demeanor change. Oh, maybe he's a millionaire because his demeanor
Right.
changed. Yeah, he just
He didn't
stayed
even
that
change
way.
his demeanor
He
when his
never
girlfriend.
changed his demeanor either way. He was just Jersey. He was Jersey from the moment he walked in the door until the moment he won that $1 million. And he would get that little smug little smirk that he does, and he would just yeah, guys. I mean, he just did that the entire time. And I just feel like he played the best game out of the people who were there. And of course I just loved how he was with Yumiko. And Yumiko was my girl. And so you good to Yumiko, you good with me. And so he was good with Yumiko. And so I was like, period, Nick, I like you.
And still
And I
went on
hope
the
you do
perfect
well on
match.
Perfect Match. I don't know what you're going to, but see, Perfect Match I think was recorded before
Oh, really?
$1 Million Secret. That was
Oh, okay.
recorded a year ago.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know which one was recorded first, but I want to say Perfect Match was recorded before $1 Million Secret.
But
So
isn't perfect match usually people who've already been on shows?
so he was on a show, or maybe it was recorded first and then it is going to air right before Perfect Match came out, because Perfect Match was recorded about a year and a half ago.
Okay, wow. That's crazy.
It is crazy. Netflix be holding on to their stuff for a year
I
before they
guess
put it
so.
out. It's crazy.
They've done that with The Circle a few times.
Yeah, they done it, and the reason, and the crazy part is because like I knew this because of course Yeaman, who was on Love Island All Stars this season, is also on Perfect Match. Now, Perfect Match is just about to air, and he has to go promote Perfect Match, but he got a whole girlfriend from All Stars UK.
Yep.
So
That's funny.
that's wow,
Um,
and yeah.
did your podcast co-host warm up to Nick at all by the
Yes,
finale?
they were fine with
Good.
Nick. They were happy that Nick won because we all agreed that Nick just played a better game.
Okay. Yeah, because I listened to the podcast after you said that last week, and I'm like, wait, you really don't like him? Like, I hate that man. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he did not like Nick last week, but this week Logan had turned and was like, you know what? I think you know Nick did play the better game, so he warmed up. Logan did warm up to Nick,
Mhm.
but
Well,
that is $1 Million Secret. Great season. I can't wait for season 3. I actually
wait,
enjoyed this
now I'm
season.
excited.
So I'm excited. Peter, one of my favorite hosts this season, this year. He's done. He just, I love him. I love him. He just did it for me. But good job, $1 Million Secret. Bring back season 3 before. Don't wait a whole year and a half to do it. We don't need to wait that long. But let's get to some news. There's new rumors about Survivor 51, and
Ooh.
they suggest that the cast will have 20 people and they will divide it into two tribes.
The
For the
first
first
time
time
since
since season 40. I'm so
yeah.
excited because I'm sick of three tribes. I'm sick of three tribes. I just want two big tribes, 10 people apiece. That sounds fine. That sounds great. Let's just do two tribes. I'm so happy about that. And did they say that they might be going to different locations again? Is that what I heard?
Okay, there's fake rumors about that. They
Okay.
have okay. Unfortunately, the show has a really good deal going on with Fiji, so
Which is
I don't think
fine.
they're ever going to leave Fiji.
And they don't need to. Honestly, I don't
Yeah,
mind it not going anywhere else, but I still want themes. I'm with
I
you on the
want
themes
themes
thing.
too. Yeah, that like give me something to make a season feel distinct from the other seasons because they all just blend into each other lately. Like
Yeah.
they're all numbers. It's like, wait, who was this? What season was this person on again? I can't remember. I want them to feel like a special, distinct season each time. So I'm excited for this if it's true. I sure hope it is. I also hope they do returnee seasons a little bit more often.
Hmm.
I wish they did it once a year. Like if RuPaul's Drag Race does like a regular and an all star, I'd be cool if Survivor did the same thing personally.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
But we do have some other news. Beast Games Season 3 is getting ready to start, but we found out that there's a twist. They are putting it in the hands of the fans.
Wonder
Unlike
where they got that
Survivor.
idea from.
Survivor. Yep.
Hmm.
This time we actually do get to vote. We get to vote a person in from each country, which is pretty interesting. So I guess it's going to be a battle of the different countries. Each country has a group of 4 or 5 people that they can vote on, but there's some familiar faces in there. The biggest face that I recognize is a person up for the Sri Lanka vote, and it is Nasir from Survivor 41. We've met Nasir. He's really
Hmm.
nice.
He's so
I
sweet.
really hope he gets voted through. But there's a couple people from the challenge also that are in the
Hmm.
running. So for UK, Theo Campbell.
Theo, I love
Yeah.
Theo.
Okay. And then for Turkey, Turbo is in the running.
I
So,
like Turbo. I know a lot of people might not. That might be an unpopular opinion about Turbo. I like Turbo. He intense? Yes. Do I care? No. I like the intensity of Turbo. So I would love to see him on something outside of the challenge.
mhm. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with him. I do wonder if these reality TV people have an advantage. I would think so, but hey, we don't have any reality people for our group of 5 people. I don't
That's
recognize
crazy.
them. Yeah, so I'm excited. Should be fun.
Should
Maybe I
be.
can get you to actually watch next season.
Maybe. We shall see. We'll see. But you know what I will be watching? Season 2 of the Celebrity Traders UK because I enjoyed Celebrity Traders UK this past season, and so I will be watching. And the official cast has been revealed. Y'all want to see it? Because we got
Ooh,
it. We got it. We
see
got it.
how many people we know.
I can tell you, I know three. I know three people on this cast, but here it is. This is our cast for Celebrity Traders UK, and they are currently filming right now in Scotland. So it's coming soon. So,
Yeah,
David, who do you know on this cast?
I know a few people. Like, there's not a lot that I know well,
Hmm.
but I mean, the biggest surprise for me was Bella Ramsey. Bella Ramsey is in like the biggest TV show right now. She's in The Last of Us.
Oh, I
And
don't know her, but
she'll
okay.
be coming with season 3 soon. She gets so much hate online too for the way she looks. People are awful to her. She seems like a sweet person. Sorry, I should be saying they. I forgot they're non-binary.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm excited for Bella. Also, Richard E. Grant. I know him. He's an Oscar nominee. He was nominated for supporting actor for Can You Ever Forgive Me? That was another person I was very surprised to see on. I was like, oh, he's probably too busy for this, but I guess not. Um, I know. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Maya.
Maya
Maya.
Jama. Maya Jama.
You know her?
Maya Jama? Yes. Or Maya. Which one?
Yeah,
Maya La?
Maya. Oh yeah, yeah,
Mila.
Maya.
I don't know Mila.
Yes. She's an actress. I've seen her in a few things. She was actually in one of my favorite movies so far this year called "They Will Kill You." Um,
Mm.
she plays the sister of the protagonist, Zazie Beetz. So I liked her in that. She's a good actress. Also, beside her, Sharon Rooney. Did you see the Barbie movie?
No.
Okay. Well, she's in the Barbie movie. I don't
Okay.
know her from anything else. Oh, here's somebody that I didn't realize I knew until I figured out that I knew them. Jerry Hall. Do you recognize
Hmm.
her?
I do not.
So she's in one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a pretty old movie. It's almost 40 years old. It's Batman. So Jack Nicholson is a Joker in that, and he has his like side girlfriend named Alicia who like has a mask,
Hmm.
like a partial mask covering her face because she has scars, but she played Alicia in that. Also, I know James Blunt, of course. Yeah, you're beautiful. Yeah, I know that
Uh-huh.
song.
I
That
do.
was the worst I've ever sang in my life. While we're talking about singers, of course, Leanne from Little Mix, love her.
Oh, then I know three, four people.
Okay. Um, Everybody else, I think I've seen Sebastian Croft in something. He was in a movie that came out last year. I can't remember the name, but yeah, I saw him in something. But everybody else, I don't really know.
I know Maya Jama
Hmm.
because she's the host of Love Island. I know her. I know James Blunt because, of course, you're beautiful.
Right.
Know that. Now, Leanne from Little Mix, I know her. I know
Hmm.
her. And I also know Amal. He's a journalist. And I know him from watching, he's been on Piers Morgan show a lot of times, and he's been giving some of these conservatives the business, which I
Hmm.
love. I like. I'm a very. I love. I'm a very political person, so I definitely watch a lot of stuff about politics, and I absolutely adore him. I love how he be making these MAGA people and conservatives and these people who are very right wing just look so stupid on Piers Morgan show. And he actually made Piers Morgan mad and walked off his own set. It's like, I just love that. I love him. I love him. So yeah, I was like, oh, I recognized him instantly when I saw him. I was like, oh, I know him. I like him. But those are the people I know. I don't know
Yeah.
anybody else. So I'm excited to watch and see. Maybe I'll end up liking a lot of these people.
Yeah, I
We'll
mean,
see.
some of the people I didn't know at all last season ended up being amongst my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. I think it has big shoes to fill because the first season was so good.
It was really good. It was really good. It was really good. Traders usually never miss, so I'm very happy that we get another season of Traders UK. We're gonna get a lot of traders this year, which I absolutely love. We're getting Traders Ireland, we're getting Traders UK, Celebrity Traders UK. We're gonna get the civilian version of Traders US, then we're going to get the civilian version of Traders UK, and then we're going to get the celebrity version of Traders US. So it's a lot of
Did you say
traders.
Australia?
And Traders Australia is happening too.
And there's rumors New Zealand is coming in May.
I heard about that. And I think we're going to get Canada too.
Oh yeah,
So we might have a lot of traders coverage going on, and I'm excited about all of them actually. So
me too.
I might end up. Look, we might cover Traders UK. Ireland this time because season one turned out to be really, really good. I did
Oh,
go watch it, Jay. I did watch
yeah,
it, and so Traders season that Ireland season it came out really, really good. So we might have to cover Ireland on this channel as well because
definitely.
it turned out really good. So
Oh, you mean like actual coverage, not
oh
reality
no,
roundup?
actual coverage. I mean
Ooh,
actual coverage. I mean put it in the traders rotation like we do Canada and US and UK. Like we would have to put Ireland in the rotation because it was really good. It was really, really good. So I'm excited. I'm excited about Traders. Traders is just going to always be one of those shows that it's just fun to watch. It's just fun to watch. So that's gonna do it. We did it. We talked about everything. Next week we got a show premiering. We lost $1 Million Secret and we lost American Gladiators. They're done. But we're gaining RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars.
yay! Season 11.
Season 11. All Stars is out. If you want to go check out our coverage, our preseason coverage, go check it out on our channel at the Cup Pod on here on YouTube. Go check that out. They got a lot of all the brackets were broken down. They broke down every bracket. So go check that out. It's going to
Who
be
was
out
there?
for yeah, David was there. So go check it out. Well, some good coverage happening over there. And
And we
so and
got
then
two
we'll be
episodes.
2 episodes of what?
2 episodes for the premiere week. Yeah,
Oh
that'll
yeah,
be
2 episodes from Premiere
interesting.
Week. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, what are we talking about? I thought you meant that we have on the channel. I said, no, we got three. No, but 2 episodes for Premiere Week coming out. Um, so go check that out for sure. And they'll be talking about Drag Race over there. We'll talk about it a little bit over here for our reality roundup every week. So go check that out. Also, we'll be talking about when it comes out, chopped castaways. That's something different for this channel. We
Soon.
usually don't. We don't, huh?
It's coming soon.
Yeah, we usually don't talk about cooking shows, but because they added the element of castaways like Survivor, we're gonna talk about it and we'll give you our highlights about it and see how we like it. But that's that's all we got so far. More shows will be coming. It's a little low in the reality TV world, but
Drag lull.
hmm,
Drag lull.
a drag low or a
Yeah, that's
real
a
low,
throwback. That's a
or
throwback inside joke.
yeah, a reality low if you wanna. I don't know,
Yes.
but we will talk about everything that we can talk about, and maybe it won't be 2.5 hours. Who knows? Or maybe it will.
That's why you click the timestamps you want to see.
Or you just watch the whole thing because you just enjoy me and David, period. So
Right.
watch the whole thing. But we thank you so much for watching it. If you watched this whole thing, we appreciate you. You're a real one. Let us know in the comments what your highlight of the week was. I need y'all to talk to me. I need y'all to talk to me. Because I really enjoyed we want to hear what you gotta say. So talk to us, let us know what you think. Um Follow us on this channel if you haven't done so. Subscribe, do all the things. Subscribe to all of our channels. Follow us on our audio podcast links. Join our Patreon. Follow us on all of our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can follow David and myself if you like. And don't forget to get your mug at LanaG'sCreations.etsy.com. Click that, scan that QR code in the right of the screen. It'll take you right to the shop. And we're going to get out of here because we got nothing else to give. So we will see you all next time. Stay cool, stay calm, and watch some more videos because that's what we got for you. Watch more videos. We'll see you next time. Cheers, everybody. Bye.
Cheers.